But I say unto you, love your enemies. Bless them that curse you. Do good to them that hate you. And pray for them which despitefully use you and persecute you.
Which is the first commandment of all?
Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might, and with all thy strength. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets.
Master, thou hast said the truth. There is one God, and none other but He. And to love Him with all the heart, and with all the understanding, and with all the soul, and with all the strength, and to love his neighbor as himself, is more than all the whole burnt offerings and sacrifices.
Thou art not far from the kingdom of God.
Hey, hey.
What's up, brother?
Honor to meet
Welcome,
you, man. Harry
Absolutely.
Mack. Pleasure.
Harry Mack.
Yes, sir.
Harry
Yes,
Mack
sir.
in the building.
Joy to be here with you. My name's Harry Mack.
Harry Mack.
How we feeling?
Good name, man. Listen.
Oh, thank you.
We are ready.
Beautiful.
We are very ready.
Man, well,
Excited to talk to you, man.
yes, sir.
Excited to talk to you.
Well, I'm honored to be sitting here talking to both of you guys, man. This is super dope. I'm gonna do a freestyle rap for you guys. So,
Love that, Harry Mack.
yes, so.
This is the man that can judge you.
I already know. I'm sitting here with a legend, man. Two legends, but a legend in hip hop as well. So I don't have anything pre-memorized or prepared or pre-planned in advance. I'm going to improvise off the top of the dome.
Love that.
So can I get like some random words or topics or suggestions from you
Random
guys?
words or topics.
Things to incorporate into the freestyle.
Money.
Money, yes.
Money.
Yes.
Miami.
Miami. Beautiful. Let's get 2 or 3 from each of you, maybe. So I can test my memory.
Friendship.
Money, Miami, friendship.
Ass.
Ass. Can we do that? We good with that? Ass. Yeah. All right.
So you need more than 4?
Let's get 6. We'll get 2 more. Yeah.
Horses.
Horses. There we go. Yes. Horses. One more.
And falafel.
Falafel. Yes. I love it. All right. Let me review. Don't remind me unless I ask because I got to make sure I got to memorize here.
Yes.
We're going to go with money.
Miami.
Friendship.
Ass.
Horses. And falafel. Those are the words?
Yes.
Yeah.
Should we try this?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to pull a beat up here real quick so we
Okay.
can make this happen.
All right.
All right. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Just pull a random beat.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get this coming out of my speaker, though. Hold on.
You keep it down there. That sounds like about 90 BPMs. You're down in there.
Yeah,
just something,
yeah. You
something so you can find it.
Something comfortable. Yeah. You already know.
Once you're up at 99, 100, you start.
Yes.
You have to double time it at that point.
Exactly. We're not going into Big Daddy Kane territory yet.
Harry Mack, what you got?
Yeah. Living in LA where every day is sunny. When I'm spitting, I be stacking up the money. Y'all know we got the paper, we keep it in the stash. I'm getting the money, getting the green, getting the cash. Yeah, I said we never sell our soul, I truly meant that.
Yeah.
We about to get the money, reinvest, and then we spend that. We building up the finance. If they step to me, yo, they don't even stand a slight chance. Check the way that I maneuver, though. We got a lot of my freestyle sound hotter. Trying to get more money so I can cop the fly Pradas. H-Mag, y'all know we get into the new loot. I'm trying to look something like Will Smith in the blue suit. We really about to take it there, making people feel this. When they become a deliverance right off of the mental, they know I'm the realest. Hey yo, I grip the mic, deliver all these damn frees. Matter of fact, they feel me from LA out to Miami. Anywhere we at, man, my flow's in reach. I said I'm about to take these lyrics out to Miami Beach. I said anywhere we at, y'all know that we deliver. Welcome to Miami, yo, that jam sounds sicker. H-Mac, I'm about to break it down, I'm giving them props. 50 years of hip hop, we make them listen, it's hot. I be doing what I'm feeling, and y'all know that they can't end this. Ride or die, me and this beat, we form a friendship. Yeah, y'all know we stay connected like best friends. They about to feel these lyrics from the east to the west end. Anywhere we at, we connected like family. Cause when I be spitting right up at the mental, I'm bringing y'all that insanity. I got these rappers panicky, they knowin' the deal. I'm never faking when creating, I'll be flowing for real. I said, we getting cash and I be on the task. I got people straight up dancing, got you shaking your ass. Next level, I'ma kill the game truly. When I spit, man, I got them all shaking they booty. I turn into a movie, I do me. Y'all know they want me to spit strong freeze and have the people shaking they donkey. I be going beyond. My freestyle's gorgeous, so fresh with it, the cameras gotta record this. Yeah, hey yo, I'm riding up on them horses. Wait, then again, ride or die, we pulling up in Porsches. Yeah, when I spit, they know the rhymes I'm repping. I might pull up in the horse, that's a 911. Yeah, Mac, I make it known. I turn rappers to more cowards. Pulling up in the 911, plenty horsepower. Yeah, y'all know that my freestyles are colossal. By comparison, my competition all be sounding awful. Just to come through with these hot flows, it should probably be unlawful. And I'm eating up these beats kinda like they a falafel. Yeah, I know we coming off at the top. When it come to freestyles, man, the Mac don't stop. I'm really out here doing this. They know the flow is too legit. When rhyming in alignment, I'm shining just like your crucifix. Yeah, more territory I'm exploring. Live connected with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Y'all know I kill it proudly. They know all about me, man. I'm here to save the day like Marcus and Mike Lowry. Check the way we do it, dog. I rock the style, the hottest child. I'm like albino crocodile. How I'm snapping on my haters. When I'm rapping, it be major. I'm more royal, sir. Wait, hold up. I hope that's not a spoiler. I'ma keep it in motion. I'm killing it truly. I bubble like jacuzzi. I was blessed to see that movie. Bad Boys 4's coming. Y'all know we get live. And by the way, can I get a cameo in Bad Boys 5? Let's go. Hey.
Hey, yo, how's it going, Chrissy?
Yeah, I'm on my phone microphone. I don't know how's my mic check.
Yeah, I can hear you. You're all good. A little loud. Let me turn you down a little bit. Go
Just
again.
for a minute. I gotta let my headset charge.
Yeah, you're all good. You're all good.
Yeah.
All good. Hey, babe, how you doing? How you doing? We're all caught up with Jim, except that 25-minute one. So I might as well play a bit of that for now until see if anybody comes in. We've got 6 here, but there's only a couple of people in chat. Baz is there. Good to see you, bro. See if anybody else comes in. Let's get Jim's thing up for a bit. I was going to go on like in about 50 minutes time. I thought, let's go on a little bit earlier. I wasn't set to go on for another 50 minutes. But I thought, let's go on a little earlier. Right, let's play this Jim's in this one, this 25-minute one then. But I'll speed it up a bit. You know. So it's not 25 minutes. Because that's the only one I haven't caught up with Jim. But obviously the video we've got to do is 40 minutes long, so we don't need another 25-minute video at the same time. So let's play Jim's video, but with a bit of speed to it. Which one was it again? Videos. It'd be this one. This one. Right. So, likey. So what was it again? It was lens test. So let's speed it up a bit. Just until somebody comes in. I'll show what you did to the dog in a minute, babe. There's nobody here. Wait, well, I suppose there's a few people here. Yeah, there's 5 people here. All right, I'll show them what you did to the dog quickly. What you did, shame. Can't believe you did that to poor Minnie. Out of order. You're really cruel. Really cool. Let's get it up. Let's get it up. Move over there. Up away. Thank you. Who picks it up first? There we go. There you go. There she is. Look what she did to her. She sheared her. She cutted her to death. Now, she's done a lot better than you usually can. So she got this table today, look, this one. So now she can torture her and shave her at the same time.
Yeah, that's cool. Those are useful where you can leash them up from above so they don't get away.
Definitely. Fair play. And she says it worked, so all good. Because it's so hard to, as small as she is, she's a pain in the butt to try and cut her hair. Look at her looking like a scraggy little rag doll at the minute. Oh, she's so cute. And horrible. I'm joking. No, she's good. Right, back to Jim. Till wait till a few more people comes in. I'm not playing no locks. It's fast because it's a load, you know. But here's till a few more people come in, sort of thing. You know what I mean? But Martin Leakey was live, so maybe people are over there. I don't know. Yeah, right.
The glare is actually the moon.
Say again, bro.
It's glaring up, and it's like the moon is the glare itself.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice. And that 50 quid for that table. No, it's decent. You can't whine at that. Can't whine at 50 quid if it works, babe. You know what I mean?
That's a good deal.
Sorry.
That's a good deal. We have $50 for that table.
Oh, definitely. That.
My dog clippers are they're like $150 just for the clippers.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. I mean, they could be very expensive things, dogs. You know what I mean? Especially when you're getting all the accessories you need to do it yourself. Because, like, otherwise, you have to get a pet shop to do it. They do just as good a job as you can do, but charge you twice as much. You know what I mean? So, well, charge.
It's like, $60, and I have a poodle. So every 6 weeks it'd be $60. So those clippers is paid for themselves. They're Andes, the brand Andes.
Absolutely, man. Too right. I mean, as long as they hold up, fantastic. It holds 100 kilos. Well, she's never going to be 100 kilos, so all good, babe. All good. Yeah, I know, babe. Ooh. What did he put on that? Nice. Look at that color.
What do you mean red drift?
Yeah.
They say red drift. I see red. I see the whole rainbow.
Yeah, man. It's a lens test, so he's obviously doing some things.
There's a lot of beautiful stars like Sirius. Sirius shines with blues, whites, reds. It's very colorful. It's very beautiful. There's a lot of white stars.
He was showing Sirius earlier on, wasn't he? From his comparison of Mikey's one, Mikey Smith one to his sort of thing, and showing that there's not much difference between them. You know what I mean? Like, there's loads of color in that.
Mikey got that with binoculars.
Yeah, of course. We're looking through one side of the binoculars and it's the same company that makes the telescopes that he whines about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I think the thing is the focus. They're not able to focus, I don't think, as well. Some of the
right,
smaller, um,
right.
I mean, they will. I have a tiny little monoscope. You've seen it. I've held it in my hand, and you
Yeah.
can. It's only 10 times zoom, but you could still get it to focus. But then you can also zoom in on your phone if you're recording on your phone or other. You
Of
could
course.
do other kind of zooming. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, all different effect things. Absolutely, I get it. I mean, I'm not much of a photographer, but yeah, I do know you can do some things. You know, it's great. I think it's a brilliant thing to get into. Fair play to Jim, man. And then gets called a fraud for it. It's just ridiculous. But I like what he did there. Compare his serious to Mikey's serious. You know. So how many we got in now? 7. Okay, I think we'll just go straight to the. Might as well go straight to the Apollo detectives. See what they're saying. I might not be able to add much to it, but let's see what they got to say. Let's see what they got to say. I'll put. I'm blooming kicking myself out of the studio and I'm still talking. I kicked myself out of the studio and I'm still talking away. No,
I did this earlier. I accidentally, I fumble around with this because you got to add the tabs to the stage, and then I forget I mute myself and I'm still talking. I did that earlier.
what is I just like instead of I was trying to go back on Jim's and I clicked the wrong thing at the top and just got I clicked the StreamYard to get rid of the tab and it was the wrong one. It was the wrong one. So yeah, let me just get Jim's link. There's no point in me showing it now. I'll just I'll grab it and put it in the link in the chat. And anybody watching the chat replay can watch it. Oh, by the way, tonight's fights are Leon Spinks versus Muhammad Ali 1 and 2. And the movie is Ted. There's Jimenez's link for anybody that wants to sub. Right, okay. So yes, that's what we're doing. But private chat, follow detectives. Let's see what they got to say for themselves. If you got anything to say about this, Chris, go for it, because you'll probably know more about this stuff than me. Well, not necessarily, but you know, I always think people know more stuff than me. So if you got anything to say, just go for it.
Well, I might have another insight. That's all. We know the fake and all that.
Yeah. Well, like I say, they're heliocentric, but they don't. Right. Oh, let's see what they got. Let's see the description. Yeah, they're heliocentric. There you go. They even have the blue warning thing. Obviously, not a flat Earth warning, but a Wikipedia one for the Apollo program, also known as Project Apollo, was the United States human space flight program led by NASA, which landed the first humans on the moon in 1969. Apollo was conceived during Project Mercury and executed after Project Gemini. See what I mean? They have to give you a full thing of that, you know, but yet they warn you about flat Earth. It's mad. So
I get the same thing with, like on those shorts I uploaded, they'll have a little that blue thing about flat Earth, and then I even did one on the moon, and they had to tell everything about this is the exact same message, basically the Apollo flight, they fact checked or whatever.
Right. So here they said in the description, in this video, we are going to be In this video, we are going to be examining how to detect manipulation between images in the Apollo photo image library, as well as reviewing many images of the Apollo LM lunar module between Apollo 11 to 7 to see if we can detect any comparison in the lunar module landing gear, I think. And we hope that you will all thoroughly enjoy this presentation. It'd be nice if you said the Earth was flat as well, though. But you know, or Jesus Christ is king. Right. Back down to size. Back to normal size. Cool. Let's do that. Right. Let's get, there we go.
Well, friends, we have another little anomaly to show you all. It has to do with perspective, or does it? Let's take a look.
Okay, I'm going to go through these particular series of photographs, and somebody has monkeyed with one. We're starting with S17 134 24 33.
You see that? You see the the crosshairs there next to that, the lighting, whatever you call it. Can't remember what you call it. It's for the lighting and that. But you see the crosshair there? It's a little faded, isn't it? On the right hand side. Obviously, the crosshairs would be on top of the image, but I mean, I have seen an image where the crosshair is behind it, so it must have been put in post picture. You see it? There's no see the side of it here. And this one here, it's kind of really faded compared to the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm down here. I'm down here. I don't know if you can see my cursor, but on the ground of the moon. There. I don't know if you can see. Sometimes it doesn't.
I don't see a cursor there.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's weird. Sometimes it shows my cursor, but on YouTube it doesn't. I don't get. See, I can see it on YouTube, but I can't. It's weird. It's weird. I can see it. Can you not see it? I can see it on YouTube.
Not where my spinner is. I see the one on the leg, and then there's one way to the left by the.
Yeah, that's me. That's me. The one that's moving is me. That one.
Yeah. Your mouse pointer? No, I do not see a crosshair where your mouse pointer's at.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's one right here, right where my mouse.
Okay, maybe. Really, oh, yes, I can see it.
And it's really faded. Yeah, it's faded as well.
Very faded. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a bit weird. Just a little observation there.
This is 2435. You can see this is the South Massive here. You're looking due west. The experimental equipment is here, and of course the lemon.
What's that, babe? You've had many one-sided conversations while on mute. Yeah, I've done that a few times. I wasn't on mute though. I'd kicked myself out. I was actually in the back of the studio. And I was actually where it says enter studio. I was there, and I'm like, who am I talking to?
Rover. This is due east in the photograph. So that gives you a perspective of where they are on this.
I mean, that kind of shadow, does that make sense, that shadow? Is there a shadow on this side? So why is this not in shadow over here? I mean, this is a very deep shadow, isn't it? I mean, obviously there's a little pit there as well in that hill, but, you know.
Yeah, it doesn't look right.
Yeah, it doesn't look right, does it? None of it looks right.
Physical movie set. You can see it nicely squared off to the corners, perfectly level all the way down.
I'll leave the chat overlay down so you can see the pictures better.
If this was supposed to be on the moon, you're looking at 9 miles across approximately here.
That's meant to be 9 miles across from left to right, your x-axis. That's meant to be 9 miles across. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah. There's something going on with the perspective on the moon, that's for sure. Wow. 9 miles.
No way.
That's nuts, bro. That's nuts.
He's looking at 10 to 12 miles from where they're located to the west.
Wow.
You know, I don't really think people understand just how far 9 miles is straight as the crow flies.
Right.
Well, the other problem is you're on a ball. And if the ground is perfectly flat, you can only see about 1 kilometer. And
right.
As the crow flies.
Well, the other problem.
Does that not look like a dip in the earth to you? Like it's gone concave? Or is it just this? It's a shadow. It's meant to be cloud, but doesn't it look like it's dipped? Like a pit underneath that satellite or that ship of some sort?
Yeah, that's I guess.
Weird.
Problem is you're on a ball, and if the ground is perfectly flat, you can only see about 1 kilometer because of the curvature of the moon.
I mean, the moon, you can't step a foot on, I don't believe, and they know that as well, obviously. Or they maybe don't know. They think you can step on the moon. They just think they just know that nobody has, but they still think it's a sphere, and they still think the Earth is a sphere, obviously. But no, fair play to them for going this far with the Apollo programs, you know, the Apollo projects, because they're certainly right about this.
Here's another shot west. Now we're going southwest into the corner.
One thing I notice is that the perspective of that south ridge keeps changing.
Yeah, it does. Now this is...
I dare say this perspective of similar photos on different missions always keep changing. Always, because, you know, they're lying about it, so they're not going to get it perfectly right every time. So it's always got to keep changing. But all these crosshairs are mad. There's part of a crosshair here, and it just totally disappears. I know it goes into the darkness, but it bends. The crosshair bends. You know, that's just not right. Crosshairs don't do that. Weird.
T438 from the official document.
Aye, babe, you seen the dip? It looked like it was concave, didn't it? It looked like it was a big pit. Yeah.
This is the photograph. And then Robert's going to show you what he has for 2438, which obviously is a composite of the next 3 or 4 photographs.
There you go, a composite. That's what they do for everything. It's a composite, built up images, you know.
You're looking due south. That's the South Massive there. It's nicely framed in.
And you can see the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the state of that mountain. Look at the texture of that mountain compared to the ground in front of them. And I know it's meant to be at a fair distance, but the stark contrast between that terrain, that the coarseness of that terrain compared to the smoothness of that hill. It's
you mean like that? How one's sharper than the other?
Yeah, absolutely. It just doesn't. That's just not how pictures work here on Earth. On the moon, maybe it's different, though. You know.
Nicely framed in. It fits nicely into the thing, and there's the whole thing.
The moon's south massive is approximately 2,300 meters or 7,550 feet high, and it measures about 7,000 meters or 7 kilometers across at its base.
So how high are they saying this is again? 2,000 meters high.
Or 7,550 feet high, and it measures.
Hold on.
The thing, and there's the whole thing.
The moon's south massive is approximately 2,300 meters or 7,550 feet high, and it measures about 7,000 meters or 7 kilometers across at its base.
Wow.
Across.
So it's almost like it's pyramidical shaped, obviously kind of, except it doesn't come to a point. But it's as high as it is wide, apparently. That's nuts. 7,000. Yeah, right. Maybe that whatever they took it from here on Earth, yeah, it might be 7,000. I don't know, but stuck on the moon, it's not.
Across.
So that's 5 miles.
Yes, so that would be
5 miles across.
These are the 3 shots that show you the total length of it. They're saying across. This is the length.
5 miles across. Right. Tell you what, the perspective's all the pot in the moon, eh?
That spacesuit looks silly. Like, it don't look pressurized. It just looks like a baggy set of clothes.
Doesn't it just? It's nuts, bro.
Friends, does that look like 5 miles across to you?
No.
Because I'm going to put an image of what 5 miles actually looks like on an aerial map so that they can see what 5 miles looks like in reality.
There you go.
When we're looking down here, we're back at this image 442. Here's the flag. Here's the experimental equipment, which is documented as being 625 feet from the limb. Then here's a shot of the rover on 2 shots. This is the North Massive. Of course, this one, you're looking due west down there, and you come down and then it shoots back to the north. And what's the North Massive height?
The North Massif, a mountain at the Apollo 17 landing site in Taurus Littoral Valley, rises approximately 4,600 feet or 1,400 meters above.
4,600 feet, that is from. No. I mean, come on. I mean, you see what mountains look like here on the earth from a distance, and there's just no way that's 4,000 feet high. It just, well, it could be whatever the picture is taken from in real life, but because it's a composite and put on like this, the perspective's all wrong. You know what I mean? It's madness.
Yeah, that mountain there, that's the mountain behind my house.
Right.
You see it up there.
Right.
I'm on a giant like I don't know if I'm on a giant hill myself. I'm kind of like in the rolling hills of the mountain, but that's like I want to say it's 2,300 feet.
There you go.
Above sea level. This Cumberland Mountain.
There's a big difference, and you can see even me looking through a webcam, you know, or through a phone. You know, that's what you're showing us in a phone lens. I can still tell the big difference, even though the trees obscuring it and everything. Perspective is all to pot when it comes to the moon. I mean, big difference, bro. Nice one for that. Nice one. That's nice. That's nice. Nice.
Of the valley floor.
So it's half the height. Okay, and they're out in the middle because any of the maps show you where the LEM is located.
That's cool.
Okay, so they're doing a panorama around here from north to south, and they both appear to be the same height. Nice little shot of the north, back down to the northwest corner.
And because they were never going to get the perspective right, putting pictures together, because it's faked and they've got no distance to really work with except what they're thinking in their head. They were bound to get it wrong, man. But because of the grainy footage and all that we were showing, and to begin with, people were obviously indoctrinated into it. And then when they seen the anomalies, they just think, well, it's all good, you know. They're there they're there. They can be explained away. So they're already indoctrinated into it. So even people that seen a little bit of the BS were still indoctrinated into it and still believed it just because, you know, madness.
Come back up and around. That's back to the South Massif there again. And then into the shot where they start shooting the shots of the flag. So we're back here. Now you're looking at the northeast.
Yeah, the flag with the pole stuck at the rod stuck at the top of it. You know, see, like that. It's not like it's, you know, why would they need that rod there? Why would they need it if there's no, you know? I mean, it should, and then other times you see it blow, but yet it's got a rod there. Could they have used two different flags, maybe? And I think there's another shot of this flag somewhere. I don't know what trip it was on or whatever. But you see it and it's wet. It looks like it's wet. And that just can't be in their environment, alleged environment.
The flag. So we're back here. Now you're looking at the northeast massif. And that's pretty much the panorama that goes around there.
And now we can see the top of the massif again.
And we can see the height of it. We know what the heights are. You know you're in the middle of it. It's about 9 miles across. When you look at the map for Apollo 17, you're sitting 4.5 miles from each mountain and about basically 8 to 9 miles either direction from east to west.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It really doesn't. It doesn't. If that's meant to be 5 miles across, I mean, he can't be too far. This rover can't be too far from, is that the LEM? Can't be too far from there. Because you can see the size, so you can imagine the perspective. But compared to that mountain there that's meant to be 5 miles across or whatever at that point, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever to me. What's this here, this red line? This red line is actually a cable. Right in front of the shadow, you see it? Red line going from, it goes down in the dip and along the tire track to the forefront.
Yeah, I see it.
I wonder what that is.
And you can show this image, and I have no idea where it is.
I see. It goes to this. Right, okay.
2038, and 2038 is just a close-up of him setting down a piece of equipment. particular photograph is now listed, as you can see that it's a composite image, but it's being stated as 2438.
Right.
That's credited by the Johnson Space Center
Yeah, this is credited by the Johnson Space Center.
and a guy by Andy Saunders.
Yes.
They put together a composite of nonsense, eh? Look even smaller.
Here's the problem that I have with the South Massif in this image, because when we go to another image that was taken, this is what we get.
Right. Right.
Yeah, but that's another composite.
Of course,
Oh, this-
the composite, and that's the thing. It doesn't make sense. The size difference. That's because it's a composite. It doesn't make any sense.
This is another
Why
composite.
not?
Absolutely, it's another composite.
We just
Sorry, Chris. Go.
I was just saying the one on top looks more like it could be 2,000 feet or something, like than the
Yeah.
and the camera's even further back, yeah,
Yeah.
and the top one.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But look at the difference. Look at the difference in how.
Yeah.
Yes, this one's smaller, but and this one at the top is blown up, but it's still the size difference between the two doesn't make sense compared to the bottom one. I don't know. Madness.
I agree.
just went through all the photographs.
The problem I have is that we can see the massif, the entire South Massif.
Right.
We can see the entire South Massif in this image, and in this image,
You can see a tiny little bit of it. It is blown up a bit, but you can only see one, not even the full slope of the right-hand side of it. It makes no sense whatsoever, prospectively. I think I like that. No.
can't. And this is the type of image that you would expect to see if you were near the bottom of this massif.
Yeah.
We would not expect to see this.
Right.
So something is really wrong here. The entire perspective is out.
Very
You
much
have to
so.
be kidding me. How can you get two different perspectives from the same images that
Same
you
images,
are
yeah.
compositing?
I don't know, but whoever's down there helping them certainly doesn't know anything about the photographs.
Even if I take this image and I zoom it in to try to fit all of
It's
this
not going to work.
equipment in that they have over here, I can't do it.
No, like I said, we look
All
at
right, yeah, he's literally, yeah, let me see that again, actually. I was looking away at that, but yeah, that looked,
And I zoom it in to try
yeah, I mean,
to fit all of
get that
this
size.
equipment in
No,
that
it's just not going to work, is it? Like, hold on a little
they
bit
have
bigger.
over here. I can't do it.
Yeah, different perspectives altogether, man.
no, like I
Yeah.
said, we looked at the different photographs
Yeah.
and what he's doing, setting that thing down, and he's moved it up closer because there he is with that piece of equipment and has moved back, still
Right.
in front of the LEM. I mean, they moved him and the rover down a few hundred feet closer to the LEM in that, and suddenly the mountain got 3 times the size.
Yes. So what? Is some photographer going to come out now and say, oh, well, that's the pinch pull effect? Because they pretty much said that in that last article that we had up.
The pinch pull effect. I'm not, I've got an idea of what it is, but not totally. Let me just find out. Pinch pull effect. I get what it's saying, but let me get a proper. Right, the term pinch pull effect, or simply the pinch effect, refers primarily to a phenomenon in physics and engineering where an electric current passes through a conductor, typically plasma or liquid metal, creates a magnetic field that compresses the conductor inward. This is also referred to the Z pinch or the Bennett pinch. Let me just try something else. Pinch pull effect in photo. See if it's the same thing. Pinch pull effect, editing distortion tool that squeezes, contracts the pixels in a different. Right. Okay. Cool.
They're taking the mountains and they're moving them and changing the perspective
Right.
and all these other things. So what is really happening here? This just doesn't make any sense. When you're standing supposedly a mile and a half away from that massive, you should not be able to see the top of it. This
Nope.
is what you should see. And
Right.
I don't care if you're 5 miles away, you're not going to see the top of that massive.
Not
when
looking
it's-
straight forward, no. Not in that perspective. You'd have to look up. You'd have to point up. I would agree with that.
It's 7,000 feet high.
Well, I'll tell you, the one thing
Allegedly,
they
yeah.
did do between those two composites is they completely laid out the rectangle that the set is at Flagstaff, and that's the same as in the press kit. Perfectly rectangular, flat area. It's somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 feet across that they practice on, and about 3,000 to 3,500 feet long, right on top of a landfill site.
Yes, but here's the thing. The rover hasn't moved, and neither has this piece of equipment that this astronaut is just placed on the ground.
Right.
Right.
And then you look at this image over here. There's the rover. There's the piece of equipment he just placed on the ground. Now, why is this South Massive so massive? The massive is now massive.
Because it's not meant to be there. It's a composite, you know. I mean, it's just wrong. It's just wrong perspectively.
Yeah, it's a physically demanding little piece of stuff.
What gets me is that none of this equipment has been moved. The only thing that has moved is the photographer, the person taking this picture. He is moved a little further out. Now, if the photographer therefore moves a little further out, you should be able to see the massive, because the massive is now going to be further away.
Right.
But he's out a little further taking this image, and now the massive just increased 4 times the size of
Weird.
it over here. You
So
see,
weird.
this is impossible, people. Not
It
even
is.
perspective works this way. This is not reality. It's not. This can't be. This just can't happen.
Not only is it not reality, the place it's ripping off is not reality either. You can't land on it. I believe you cannot land on the moon. I don't believe it's a solid thing. I don't know exactly what plasma, whatever. I don't know what God made it out of. I just do not think that you could land on it.
So when you're making the panoramic and you put the images together and you try to blow those images up to make them fit all together, you are still not going to get the massive there in the back like this. Not like he does on the other image, because what's going to happen is the further back you go, the further away you're getting from the massive. If you're getting further away from the massive, shouldn't the massive therefore shrink in size? And yet we see it over on this image, and the massive has now grown 4 times this size. Now, even if this image is blown up, even if they expanded this image, I'm going to show you, because over here, I'm doing the same thing. In order to get this rover, the astronaut, and the LEM all in that one panoramic, you cannot expand the image to this size over here, because it won't fit. Everything will not fit in there if you do that. And yet this is what we see. This is expanded, and yet all that equipment still fits in one frame right there. How is that possible?
The magic of editing, isn't it?
Oh, it's edited all right.
The distance a human being would be able to see on the lunar surface, if you're about 6 feet tall, you can see 1.6 miles.
Again.
On Earth, you can see
Wow.
at 6 foot to your 1.6.
Again, look at the horizon, how close the horizon is. It's like 20 feet away. Yeah, it makes no sense to me. Perspective with the moon, it looks terrible.
Miles. On Earth, you can see at 6 foot to your terminator line is about
Right.
3 miles. So it's about half. They're saying about half the distance.
Right.
So if you're on a set that's far,
What they go blame it on? Lack of refraction.
curvature, that stuff would disappear, because you're only looking at 1,000 by 3,000 feet. Basically, it's just a level big football field is what they've set up. They just drop the mountains in there as shown in the press kit, that they can be moved into place and set up and moved up and down and sideways to whatever in the press kit. It's already shown there. Far too much information in the press kit. They went overboard on it. That stuff wouldn't be available.
You see, this is what happens when you post too much information on something.
So they posted a load of information to try and make it look all official, all good and all that. And what they do is drop themselves in it by posting. Well, posting. I'm sounding like it's social media back then, but you know, giving too much. Well, it's not evidence. Obviously, it's not proof. It's just their attempt at covering over what they didn't do, and give too much information while they're doing it. I mean, look at all this. Continuous successive wave at frequencies of 1 to 2.1, 4, 8.1, 16, and 32.1 megahertz. Broadcast down into the moon, allowing measurements of size enough. Too much info. I mean, did people want to know all this? No.
You take any subject, and when you post so much information on a subject that it becomes ridiculous to the point of absurdity,
right?
You have to start questioning these things, because it's the same with somebody who lies. Do you see the stories and the detail that some of these people come out with when they're being questioned by professionals after?
Oh yeah, like if you can't, usually they can't remember something like yesterday. All right, you know, I don't remember that. I'm bad with my memory, but when it comes to that, when they've got some information about their alibi or whatever, you know, like, or where they are, or the depends of where they are, they can make up something with so much like detail. They give themselves up, like, oh, you couldn't remember yesterday, but something 3 weeks ago or a year ago, you've got so much detail in there because you're trying to justify how you didn't do it. You're trying to hack it, you know. See, yeah, people drop themselves in it.
Crime has occurred. When you have a professional interrogator, it's no different. These people are spewing the most minute details, and the details keep changing and changing and changing. The story changes, the details change, but some of these guys are so good at it that they have the details right down to the last hair on the ground that they pulled out of their brush the day before. So there's no way. I don't think that there's any way. And just like that, Apollo, this story changes because they keep changing the PDFs. They change things around in the articles.
Right.
It reminds me of Apollo 11, where you have the original.
Yeah, of course. I mean, they don't put something on their website and then it just stays that way. Obviously, they've got to keep updating it, you know. Trying to confuse people. Oh, well, it used to say this, but now it says that. And they say, yeah, it's just because of new information. All that kind of garbage, you know. It's just keep people in the toes, trying to hide what they're doing, and giving people a narrative that's a load of crap. Lunar overshoe. Data list pocket detachable. Wow. JCT and biomedical injection flat patch. Utility pocket, entrance slide fastener. Look at all these things they've got in these suits, man. And they work in these things. No, come on. And look, all of these things, like an inlets, you know, valves, zips, all these pockets, fasteners, utilities and all that, and none of that leaks. None of it leaks. Yeah, it makes no sense. It's all airtight. Completely unpressure tight.
PDF, we look down and we look at the sunglasses pocket. The sunglasses pocket in the suit has been added. It's there. Then when we compare this to Apollo 8, it's not there. And I don't know how many times we've shown that. And it's just little details like that change. And you have a big problem.
Not only that, Robert, we wrote a song. Show me how to wear these.
I see they've been getting the still photos and putting them to AI.
He's walking on the moon. Go through our videos, show me how to wear these, walking on the moon. And then you can also watch a little music video of 50 ways to leave a footprint.
50 ways to leave a footprint.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we have another little dilemma here
Nice.
because we're taking a look at some of these LEM images. And one of the PDFs is claiming that there should be 30 inches from the last rung of the ladder to the bottom of the lunar surface. Now, when we measure the Apollo 11 LEM, we get 27 inches to the bottom because each one of those rungs are 9 inches between the rungs, from rung to rung.
Which is an unusual size.
Yes. Then when you go into ChatGPT, it says that there is 30 inches from the last rung to the bottom. That was to avoid the ladder hitting the surface. So
see, the information can't be straight. I mean, I wouldn't trust ChatGPT anyway, but the information is never straightforward. There's always different answers for for the same things all over the place.
It's 30 inches above. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go from Apollo 11. Of course, we're going to skip 13. It didn't land. But then we're going to go up to 17. And let's take a look just how much those legs have compressed.
It didn't land. It didn't even take off. Not really. I mean, some it took off, but there was nothing on the way there, you know, and they had a big problem. Look at this, though. Look at this. I mean, that's literally looks like the paper you use in art school. You know, in art school, when you're in art at school, when you're doing your art classes. This is the type of paper you use. And then you've got thin tinfoil, gold tinfoil wrapped around some kind of foam. I mean, really? This withheld, this managed to operate in the vacuum of space, in that one of the harshest environments that's ever been imagined, because it is just imagination, because there's no such environment. But you know what they say, the environment's like, you think this could survive it? I mean, what then heck is it? I mean, what the hell is this? This is just some random cable as well, lying underneath the LEM. I don't know.
Or haven't compressed. And one thing that you're going to notice is that if the LEM's legs were compressed, we would see the foil around the shock. It would be crinkled down.
Crinkled down.
We don't see any of that. And then we get to 14, which has no foil around the shock.
Yeah, and that amount of foil is nearly 10 pounds per leg.
It looks like an aluminium conduit, you know? An aluminium conduit. That's what it looks like.
That Mylar. And if they didn't need it, that's 40 pounds. When you're looking at a launch.
It doesn't even look like aluminium. It actually looks like blue and plastic conduit.
Of 1,000 pounds of fuel per pound of payload. And you can remove not just the 40 pounds. If you don't need it on the lower part of the leg, you don't need it on the upper part either.
That's ridiculous.
You're looking at nearly 200 pounds.
Say again.
The stuff they bring up to the ISS these days, you got guitars. I mean, you got keyboards, you got Lego sets, Santa costumes. I mean, what are they?
I know
doing, it's all this money.
I know it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's nuts.
Mylar that doesn't need to be on there if you take it off the legs. The Mylar is simply designed to hide the lack of technology. It hides a multitude of sins.
I mean, look at this. Look at that. That is a mess, bro. I mean, look at the riveted. They look like aluminium sheets. Aluminum, you call them. Aluminium sheets or thin steel sheets, all riveted together. But then down at the bottom, next to the legs, I mean, what on earth is just paper you'd use in art class? And then your thin tinfoil crap. I mean, really? Really? You think this would make it through this? Well, that environment doesn't exist. But if it did exist, you think that would make it? I don't think so. I really don't think so. What on earth? What's on the moon?
It looks like the whole upper half of this thing's hollow.
They're still using
Yeah, yeah. it's beyond a joke.
it today. I'd like to make a comment to Kevin Conrad with
Do
his
it.
Artemis. I mean, right now, as we are recording,
Is
we
this
are
what they're
sitting-
showing us for this? Is this what they're showing us? What's this? 1.9 times flare, and that was this month. For what? Oh. Okay.
I mean, right now, as we are recording, we are sitting in with the solar stuff that is near Carrington Event. And if you think you can go out there with your little Astrorad vest on,
You can't go out there at all, Apollo Detective guys. I mean, I appreciate what they do when it comes to the NASA stuff and all that, but they still think that people can get there or go there. No. But at least they debunk something that is certainly bullcrap.
because your head's fully exposed, before you get to the Van Allen belts, you are going to disassemble the entire craft. The speed that is traveling to the Earth at is 1,000 kilometers per second. That's hitting it.
See, it's when they start talking like this, you know what I mean? That's the only problem. Like what they do is good, but then the rest of them, they're just heliocentric.
And it's reaching like an electromagnetic pulse of 20
But
gigahertz.
if their model was correct, I'd understand where they're coming from when it comes to this, you know. But it just so happens not to be, obviously. But I'd understand what they were saying here.
You try to imagine what's going to happen to the craft. It's going to simply vaporize. That's before you get to the belts because it's passing through. If you're in the belts, it's going to be more intense. If you're on the outside of the belts taking the full blast, you're simply that. I mean, they should just call it craft Icarus or something, because that's exactly what's going to happen. And these guys with the little fantasy land thinking that I can put a little tiny vest on with these little nodules.
Yeah, and if the environment was real, then yeah, of course, this would not work whatsoever.
In them, whatever these Astrorad things are.
It looks like Flash, you know, the superhero Flash. It's pretty much his symbol.
Right. And you think you can leave your head sticking out of that?
Hey,
Not gonna happen.
Ryan, how you doing? Good to see you. Links there if you want to come in, bro.
Is it?
Yeah. And if they line the craft, I mean, you still got windows. Unbelievable. I don't think that if you're beyond the 500 miles off the surface that the craft would even survive. Certainly the electronics are going to get cooked. If you could cook the electronics on the surface of the Earth with this thing, and you go up, and as soon as you get past,
like I say, I appreciate the debunking of the moon, Apollo missions and stuff like that. But the shame is that they're still heliocentric Apollo detectives. And see, some people just can't let go of the sci-fi, you know.
our atmosphere already, you're already at a different level. If you start approaching the Van Allen belts, where they just divert them around the Earth, they change the direction of them. And that's the only thing that saves the Earth. If you think you can go in there with a craft of any kind, manned, unmanned, or anything else.
Well, there's things flying down at the top of the blooming dome, you know, smacking the top of the dome. But if there was such a thing, a place like that, we'd be protected because of our dome, because of our containment, because of God's creation.
Right now, while this event is occurring,
I want to read this because I find this quite interesting. I just did a Google search. I asked the question, what did the Artemis capsule line the walls with? This is what it has to say. For the upcoming crewed Artemis 2 mission, NASA planned to use supplies to line the walls of the Orion capsule to create a, quote, radiation shelter. Get this. radiation shelter, pillow fort. To protect against solar storms, the crew will use
A pillow fort. Yeah, a pillow fort. Wow.
equipment and supplies from stowage lockers to fill the cabin, essentially building a shelter. Wall lining material. Dense items, specifically bags of water and waste containers from the toilet, will be used to line the interior walls of the lockers to create a protect.
Oh my goodness. See what they even make up stupid things to do with the waste of your body while you're not up there. Oh yeah, well, we'll use it to insulate the walls. Soundproof the walls of that, you know. I'm joking, but you know what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. Very creative.
The barrier. Now, get this one. In the Artemis 1 mission, there was aluminum enhanced thermal barrier covered with reflective tape for Artemis 1. Aluminum enhanced thermal barrier tape.
What kind of aluminum enhancement did they have? Did they put a special coating on it?
Velcro use. The food warmer will be attached to the walls or acoustic blankets using Velcro once in orbit. But this is what gets me. So
an acoustic blanket. What the heck's an acoustic blanket? A blanket that makes noise. Oh, what? An acoustic blanket. Acoustic blanket. All right, hang on. I want to know what it is. Just what is acoustic blanket? Acoustic blanket is a flexible, heavy-duty, sound-absorbing and sound-blocking material. Okay, so it is to do with sound. Okay, cool. Kind of thought that, but it's just a weird thing to attribute to a blanket. Right, okay.
Radiation shelter is actually referred to here as a pillow fort. And this is supposed to protect them against solar storms. And then they
no such thing as solar storms.
Say wall lining material. Well, they don't really specifically tell you what that is outside of bags of water and waste canisters from the toilet.
Yeah, bags of pish. Bags of pish.
If you don't give a shit, then you don't have enough.
Oh, look. Who's that there? Are you watching, babe? Who's that there in the right-hand corner? I hope you're watching. I'll let you guess. He's got the initials MS.
Roger played a video of music. No, different guy.
Sorry?
Does he do music videos? Does he do music videos?
No.
The guy.
No, okay. He does observation videos though of the sky. I'm just hoping Vicky's watching. She'll know what I'm talking about, I think. Let me see if she's. Oh, I'm going to tell her to watch. See if she's not. See if she's not taught. If she's Right. Are you watching? Watching. She obviously isn't. I should have said something. Let me just. Oh, there she is. She's online. Come on. What's that? I'm got a phone now.
What's up?
Did you see? You're not watching.
I didn't see why.
No, I was just saying. Like, well, look now. I'm paused. I said that reminds me of somebody in the top right hand corner. Have a look.
Mikey Smith.
Yes. I said, Vic, you'll know who I'm talking about.
Mikey Smith.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. All right, babe. Love you.
Love you.
Oh, Ryan says hi, by the way.
Hi, Cookie.
He's in chat. He's not in chat. He's not in voice, but he's in chat. He said hi though.
Hi, Cookies.
Hi, Cookie. Yeah, I thought you'd know. All right, babe. Love you. Bye bye. Yeah, the reason she said that is because one day Mikey Smith decided to go live while he was sitting there taking a dump. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly.
Check yourself.
Say,
When you read back in the older documents and you start realizing that little items like Velcro were truly a concern, because when you are in a vacuum and you have zero moisture in the air that you have inside the craft, when you pull a Velcro back, it causes static electricity, which if you have 80% oxygen in there, you're liable to light yourself on fire, right? And that was the concern with Velcro in the cabin. I mean, it's well documented on that particular stuff. So they're still using old technology. Why are they still using Velcro if it's that volatile inside a craft?
But this is what gets me.
Because
is
they're
that
not
going back to the water situation. And we all know that that's exactly what they're
radiated water. Now see how bad that AI is there while she's picking it up. When it gets pinned up, it'll probably say radiated water inside. But down there, while it's at the bottom, hold on. You can't see it because me. See how bad it is, the font on it. Terrible. Let's play it and see if it turns into, on that one on the left-hand side, see if it changes.
going to need. Problem is,
did kind of. Some of these AIs are just weird. Even if they get something right, it still seems really weird, some of it. Mad.
is you know how heavy water is. We all know how heavy water
Sorry, Chris.
I think it's purposely done where they're putting these errors into consumer and people. That way, when they do the real tricks, they don't have any mistakes. And then like we're restricted at 10 seconds, they'll have an unlimited time limit with and then they throw these errors in our videos and make it think like, oh, they just ain't got it down yet. This is the best thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
is. This craft would not get off the ground if they were to do that.
They need about 9
Well, these
feet.
crafts do get off the ground. They just don't go to these places they say they're going. They dump themselves in the sea.
Water.
Yes. Well, that's just it. That's exactly what
I
Jerry
can
said.
say, I mean, I appreciate the debunks they do on the moon landings and that, but they're still heliocentric, so they've got a lot of indoctrination still in them.
Additional protection. Astronauts may also wear Astrorad radiation vests developed by Stemrad and Lockheed Martin, which are comprised of high-density polyethylene. In other words, plastic.
Yeah. So how do you cover your head? They don't even have a toque. They need a Mylar.
Hey, Kunal, how you doing, bro? Good to see you, Gadget. He's getting into the lingo and gadgets and gadgets. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Toque is what they need. Mylar, foil.
Yeah.
Tinfoil hat.
Yeah, it gets more ridiculous by the minute.
Yeah, well, that'll keep them from seeing aliens when they travel to the moon as well. All of these events where all the astronauts now have seen aliens, they just like to put another layer.
Hey, Kunal, we've been on over an hour. You have to conjure up a few ERBs for the Rumble side, bro.
You have a beautiful story, bullshit, right? And then you write another beautiful story, bullshit on top of it. And eventually you have an entire steaming pile that is a beautiful story.
The fella using that AI, aren't they? Yeah, to get where they want now. Now they're worshipping the shit. Look, it looks like, it doesn't look like they're going, whoa, what stinks. It looks like they're worshipping it and going to do the triangle.
It's easy to do that. He had these thoughts run into his mind and let the AI model cook.
I wonder.
They can then place into the bags and then place into the interior wall.
All right.
Here's what
That's how easy it is to pick up Todd. You can get the whole lot in the one and dump it. We're not. Yeah, it's not like you don't have to rush around the canal. I've still got a little bit to do, but no rush. I'm just letting you know that we haven't got any for the Rumble site.
Like to know. They're going to put all this water into these containers and they're going to put human waste into these containers and then they're going to place them on the walls. Okay,
Nice.
That's understandable. Here's the thing. how are they going to get that material inside of the walls? Are they going to undo all the paneling one by one and then place all the human excrement into the walls along with the water? Or is that already there?
See how creative they get with the human shit and the human piss. You know, everything recycled, gadgets.
Well, where are you going to put it? You're going to put it over the windows? You're going to put it over the control panel, all the switches that are inside that craft? I mean, the new ones, they're going to have, you know, screens and everything else in there, right? You're going to just cover it with shit and say, there you go, now we're protected?
Well, what's going to be heavier, urine or
Well,
feces?
Well,
protect with shit. Well, they talk a lot of shit, so they might as well protect it with shit, you know?
if you
What's gonna
look
be
at
heavier?
physics, girl,
Yeah, go on. Sorry.
Here comes the equations. Now they got to do all the math on it.
Yeah.
Got to quantize this.
Absolutely.
there is no mass when you're in space, so it doesn't weigh anything.
Oh,
There just is no space. Not as we know it, not as they say it anyway, you know.
You see how she does the equation? Just cancel the mass out, so it doesn't matter.
Nice. Today's ERBs will be Houdini versus David Copperfield and Walter White versus Rick Grimes. Nice.
To keep the human interest up, you have to create these fantastic stories. The human animal is so easily bored in today's world that you have to keep coming up with something else. So when you start off with a lie, you're trying to impress the world. You're trying to claim that you are the most powerful, most advanced society out there as an individual country, that you're that far advanced. So all of the advancements that they claim to have had in the 60s, the finest computers out there, well, why did another company overtake them? Why doesn't NASA? Why aren't they producing the best computers on the planet? They're not even in the game. They come out with so-called all of these advancements in thermal insulation and stuff. Where the hell is it on the commercial market?
I'm looking at AS 12, 46, 67.
Well, all that money and they came up with this pile of garbage right there.
728. I'm looking at the ladder, and then I'm measuring the rungs of that ladder, and I'm comparing that to Apollo 11. We can see that there's 30 inches from the bottom.
We know they're lying, Ryan.
Well, there's a lot of supporting evidence showing that they had planned TFE for 10 years, and you see what they came up with. They had a whole decade.
Yeah, I believe they were at it longer than what it was said to be. That was made. I agree with you there. We all kind of said that at the start. When it was halfway through, I says, I bet they've been not just me, but a load of us says they've been at this longer than they say. I mean, I don't know exactly how long. You say 10 years. I quite believe that, bro. Quite believe that.
Well, it's starting with like Metatron Inc. and MarkSargent.com. Yeah, the domain name got bought by Metatron Inc. in 2012, and 3 years before Mark Sargent even appeared.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean,
and that's like one of those puzzle pieces where all these other pieces just fall right into place. Like when you know about Art Bell and Coast to Coast, then all these other pieces from then they just fall right into place. And so like it's been a thing. It was like a controlled movement, and there was a purpose for it, and that TFE was the reason, I believe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Rung down to the bottom of that foot pad when I brighten this image up. And again, we can see a lot of lighting at the top of the astronaut's head backpack, and we can see the reflection in the visor. That's a little bit of a problem. But what gets me the most is that you can see that it's very dark up there in the door frame. And when he steps down onto the bottom, his boots would be gone. That's how dark it is. But we don't see that in Apollo 11. We see Aldrin all lit up. But again, this is all we want to talk about is these legs. You don't see any of this foil crinkled. which means there's no compression on those legs. And there can't be anyways, because there's still 30 inches from that bottom rung down to the bottom of that surface. When you brighten the image up, you can see it. If the shock on that strut was compressed, then the foil would be crinkled.
Exactly. The same as the honeycomb inside is designed to compress.
Then look at the leg behind the astronaut here.
If there is any honeycomb inside, I mean, why would there be when it's a fake environment and a fake stage thing? There's got to be no honeycomb inside, is there? Probably that's what they say in there.
We see an inner coating of that foil, that gold foil that's running all the way down that strut behind him. And there is not as much as one crease in that foil. So that leg has not compressed. This landing leg has not compressed because each one of those rungs are 9 inches from rung to rung. And when you measure that out, you have 27 to 30 inches. That has not compressed either. So now that's 2 images. That's Apollo 11, not compressed, and Apollo 12, it's not compressed. And we'll keep showing these images from different angles all the way around so that everybody can see that.
And the original, the leg itself has a honeycomb cartridge inside of it. And it has 2 cartridges in each leg. One is designed to compress down with 4,500 pounds, and the second one is 9,500 pounds. So just the weight of the machine, just to set it down on the lunar surface in lunar gravity, the weight of the machine there with the fuel tanks empty, the legs are supposed to compress to cushion the landing by 10 inches, just the weight of the machine. The total impact of the machine is designed to handle 3 Gs. That's 3/4 of a G for each leg. So the latter, given the fact that the G forces, as stated by NASA, are between 1.1 and 1.8 Gs, that means that the latter would have gone down anywhere between 15 and 20, 22 inches down.
And what I'll do is I'll put each individual strut as it's going around in a circle as they're taking it so that you could see all 4 struts, all 4 landing legs. There's no compression on it. And not only that, but you can also measure it from the bell housing down to the surface. There's no compression, nothing.
You can measure it from the secondary struts down to the ground as well.
And that too.
Because that's where the joint is. If you look at Apollo 14, that doesn't have the foil on it.
Again, just look at the state of it. Look at the complete, right, get rid of us. Look at the state of it. Look, this is bits of paper taped together. What? Really? The more I look at it, I mean, I know how bad it is. I've always known how bad it is, but the more you look at it, I mean, look at this here as well. These crossbars going across here. I mean, look at all this loose crap just hanging from it. Paper. Hanging around foam or something. I mean, it's not like they're on a shoestring budget either, you know?
That's where it slides down.
Because I'm looking at Apollo 14 right now, and there's no foil on the bottom half of those struts, and there's no compression on there either.
It's well documented how the legs operate. It's also described that, of course, there's no hydraulics, there's no spring to rebound to help level it back up. And you have to realize that the descent stage of the vehicle is actually the launch pad for the ascent stage. So it must be within, well, the documents vary between 12 and 15 degrees from vertical for them to be able to take off successfully.
One thing I've noticed is that Apollo 14 doesn't really have a good front shot of that LEM, though.
No, it doesn't.
But when you take a look at Apollo 15, again, there's the rungs, and I'm just looking at this, and I'm...
Hey, Buzz and the Who's. Hey, Napoleon Dynamite is a movie that is a cult niche, acquired taste kind of movie. Oh, yeah, I know what you're on about. Yeah, no, I know what you're on about now. Let me just quickly get the cover up so I can remind myself. Hey, Baz, what you saying?
Oh, not much. I was just wondering that shot we just saw where the lander was taking off.
Yeah.
Did somebody drop that guy off some lunch today?
It's terrible, isn't it, though, bro? I mean, look at the state. Oh, do you want to go back to it? 2 seconds. I'll get rid of it so you can see it. Is this the
That
one you're
camera,
talking about right here? This one.
I think it's a few seconds after where it shows where it goes poof and it goes to shoot up to leave.
Shot of that limb, though.
No, it doesn't.
But when you take a look at Apollo 15, again, there's the rungs, and I'm just looking at this, and I'm taking a measurement from the last rung.
Doesn't
really have
successfully 15 degrees
that
vertical for them to be able to.
Yeah, that big poof there.
Yeah. This cameraman, he's hungry. Somebody needs to bring him lunch.
Yeah, oh, definitely. I mean, how long's he been there now? When they went back the year after or 2 years later, why didn't they bring him back? I mean, come on, they could have picked him up, you know?
Well,
Nasty, man.
somebody had to stay behind to film them leaving also, BJ.
Oh, Canal, yeah, Canal. Yeah, I've seen that film. That's definitely not something I like. Dynamite, Napoleon Dynamite. It's that guy with the glasses. Yeah. I mean, I get it's a comedy, but it's a very droll comedy. But yeah, you know, I do know what you're talking about now. I thought you were talking about like the rapper type, the Dynamite. That one. That's what I thought you were talking about. Yeah, Buzz. Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it? It's awful. I mean, look at it. It even looks like the whole thing's exploded. Okay, it's terrible.
Take off successfully.
And
One
then,
thing I noticed is,
and then afterwards, doesn't the camera pan up to see it? Madness, right? Yeah.
again, there's the rungs, and I'm just looking at this, and I'm taking a measurement from the last rung once again. And we have 1, 2, 3. There you go, 9 times 3, 27. So where's the compression on those legs? There isn't any.
And that leg, just because they were
Because it didn't land. It was placed there by a crane, you know, lowered down gently into a studio or some kind of blooming, I don't know, studio at one point. What do you call it? Dump at another point. I don't know. No,
I still want to know how they got that Jeep in that lander.
Right? How? I mean, apparently it was in a kit. It was flat packed up, you know, like IKEA. So, I mean, them big fat tires and that, did they come with the air? Is there air in those tires? Or are they solid? You know? But yeah, how did they do that? I mean, that's meant to come in that lunar lander. Obviously, they were allegedly built it. So that must have came flat packed. And they did that in those suits?
Yeah, yeah. Well, Neil and Buzz were up there auto mechanicing on the moon, putting everything together. What?
Right. Maybe you see that little dip behind them. It's got a little shadow. Maybe there's a moon garage there, and that's where they got it from. I don't know.
Yeah, that's, you know what? That's probably where the camera guy hangs out when he's bored.
All right. Cheers, Canal. I've got them. Three links. Nice. Oh, madness.
Crocked over top of a bit of the crater edge there. That leg should be fully compressed.
But we would see that in the foil. It would be crushed.
The ladder would be right down to the foot pad.
Yeah, well, that's not what we
down.
see. No, there's 27 inches still remaining.
Yeah. Actually, when you look at it, 3 of the 4 legs should be fully crushed down because they had the highest impact, number one. And the bell housing is crushed, sitting on the edge of the crater edge.
You can actually see the wrinkle in the bell housing.
Yeah. And that's apparent if you watch the landing video of Apollo 15. You can actually see the leg fly apart, like it breaks apart. Then you have the pictures showing the ball joints where they had to replace the leg, where they literally snapped.
Look at all this garbage. Look at it. Secondary struts were broken off. The ball swivel joints had to be replaced. So they had to do all this while they were up on the moon in those suits, you know. using tools.
Yeah, and they took a load of spare parts with them too, I guess.
Of course. They must have had to, they had all that room, I mean, they didn't even have enough room to go shit. They had to crap themselves, but they're bringing all this spare stuff.
Off the vehicle. That's one of the reasons why they didn't erect the flag. They didn't do anything except they grabbed the rover and went for a tour.
And that footage again, that was just, what was it? It was a video, it was a film camera pointed at a TV that was filming it. So it was, and then it was broadcast to everyone else, which was so grainy, it was unbelievable. Shadows all over the place. People believed this. They thought, oh, it must be what it looks like on the moon, or because we can't get a great signal. But yet, old Tricky Dicky gets to talk for 3 minutes. Gets to talk instantly. Was it Tricky Dicky? Instantly. Old Nixie boy.
Yeah, and you got blokes running around. They can't get enough traction to run, and they're falling over and bouncing everywhere. But the buggy's just cruising like it's no problem. It gets plenty of traction.
Oh, it's so funny. It's so funny.
Do anything except they grabbed the rover and went for a tour because they needed to get people out on the set to fix this thing. Because they're probably sitting on that crater edge, rocking around with the legs broken off, and they needed crews out there. And they did EVA 1 and EVA 2. They didn't come back and erect the flag until the end of EVA 2.
Now, what did you see him throwing that thing there and nearly landing flat on his ass? Why would you risk that?
Did you see the one China did?
Yeah. Why would you risk that in that environment?
Did you see China's, PJ?
No, I'm not sure. Which one? Which one are you talking
Yeah,
about?
it was a few years back. They landed and they sent out a rover, like a droid rover on tracks.
Okay.
But it was rolling over the surface of the moon, and it came across a little divot that it got stuck in, and it couldn't get past it. So it goes. You see in the footage, it goes back later, and like they've filled the divot in and made the whole area flat, and it looks like they've kind of scuffled over their footprints or whatever, and then they take another take so they can drive across it flat because they got stuck in the hole.
Oh wow! Oh, that's funny, man. So it's so ridiculous.
And that just doesn't happen. There is an American out there that wouldn't come out and erect the flag and salute it.
No, and then we get to Apollo 16. Now we take a look at the ladder again, and I'm just going to do another measurement on these rungs here. So we have, so there's 1, 2, 3, 27 inches again.
Yeah. But the bell housing for Apollo 16, it's only a few inches off the ground and the legs are fully extended.
Yeah, that's not possible, especially when the ground is flat.
Perfectly flat. It's only a couple inches off the ground, and the angle appears to be about the same as the other missions. If they went out farther, which they can't do because they come out and lock into position at that. Don't forget, that's another part of the problem.
Just going past. But again, look at this crap. Is that actually wet or is that darker part of the paper? I mean, if it is wet, how can it be wet in that environment? But, I mean, look at it. It's literally just paper, isn't it? That is paper. You can't tell me that's nothing else but paper. Maybe thick paper, but it's paper.
Curtain rods and construction paper.
Right, bro. It's beyond, and even the parts that are metal further up here, you can see the rivets in them, about 3 inches apart. I mean, what? Madness. Yeah, I mean, we've already got movie night sorted for this weekend, but yeah, keep it in the list for later time. Kunal, just keep it in the back of your mind. There's a few that you've suggested that I've got to keep track of. So I hope you keep track of them for me because I've already got this weekend sorted out. We've already sorted that one out. But yeah, keep it in the back of your mind for me.
Come out and lock into position at that.
Just don't ever say to me that you want to see Men in Tights.
PJ.
That's another.
Yes. Yes.
A toe's a toe, and a roll's a roll. And if we don't get no toes, and we don't get no rolls.
Yes. Absolutely. That's great, man. But this is beyond the jest, man. Yeah, keep track of them, bro. And then if anybody else has got any ideas for movies, don't have to leave it all to Canal. Canal's had loads of suggestions. Yeah, I mean, but he's the only one that is suggesting. So if anybody else wants to suggest, go for it. Yeah. How you doing, Charles? Good to see you, brother.
What's up?
Good to see you. What do you reckon? Do you reckon they landed on the moon, bro?
I'm doing good. Let me turn off that YouTube part. Okay.
So yeah,
Thanks,
what do you reckon to this stuff, bro?
Man, I was just making coffee and I was like, wait a minute. I know Flats wasn't on, but maybe you're on. Sure enough. And
Yeah.
I saw this ridiculous tin foil PVC pipe, construction paper, and glitter glue.
It's beautiful, isn't it? It's beautiful. But even look there, Charles. Even the parts that are metal, you can see the rivets in them, like 3 inches apart. I mean, there's nothing about this thing that's any kind of air tightness to it. You know, there's no
It's
space
amazing.
in it to get that moon rover in there. You know, it's just beyond a joke. Everything. They haven't even got enough room to go to the toilet. They have to crap themselves. But yet they had a moon rover in there.
Yeah.
Lunar rover.
Yeah. I like the the reversed umbrella there as
Yeah.
a radar dish.
Oh, it's fantastic, bro. Great stuff. Yeah,
Well, I'd
absolutely.
say it's a fair honorable mention for a 4th grade art project.
It really is.
Right. How dare you insult that feat of cutting engineering, Charles? Then
Oh my gosh.
I mean, look at this. Doesn't this look like wet paper? And in an environment like that, you could not have wet.
Oh, it's crinkled. It's literally crinkled.
Right. It's but like these are the polar detectives. Obviously, they know like NASA are faking things and they don't believe the moon landings and stuff. But they're still heliocentric guys. They still think that people could get there if they had the technology and that, I think. But they do good of debunking the moon stuff. So just a pity that they think flat earthers are silly, you know. But they were just saying there, like, there's no compression in the legs whatsoever from the landing, you know. So madness.
Oh, this picture alone.
Yeah.
This
It's
picture
awful.
alone just
It's like, what the heck? You're telling me that the environment they say that space is in their narrative, in their rhetoric, what they say space is like, this made it? This thing made it? Are you kidding me?
Well, you know, you guys were talking about the crinkles there. That's why it's so hard, see, because you got to get the crinkles just right. And we destroyed that technology, and it's really hard to build the crinkles just right again. So that's why we can't.
Yeah, the crinkles are important, bro. Oh, nuts.
Yeah,
Nuts.
I'm glad.
Part of the problem.
Well
Go
said.
on, sorry, Charles.
No, well said. It was it's hilarious.
The legs come out and lock into position. And then, for some reason, the secondary struts can stretch in and out. If they lock into position, they're locked into position.
Actually, on the Apollo 16 LEM, it's 30 inches. And that's interesting.
It's still, the bell housing is just a couple inches off the ground.
Yes, and we still don't see any compression on those legs.
No compression.
Even the strut on the back isn't compressed when you look at this image.
Well, if you look at the G forces that occurred for each of the missions, and you realize that the way these honeycomb cartridges are designed to compress.
But were there any honeycomb cartridges in them in the first place? If it was placed there? I don't think so.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, they've debunked the moon landings and stuff, but they're still heliocentric.
I got you.
And the fact that there's absolutely no way you can land on a surface and have an even force on each of the legs. One of the legs is going to be compressed a hell of a lot more than the other ones, because one leg's going to land first. Doesn't matter how perfect your attitude or is anything else, the ground is not level. One leg's going to have a compression, and there is no.
The ground is not level. That's funny. You should say that.
Hey, I might have missed it. Did they talk about the lack of reflective dirt that did not fall on the lander?
I think there might be, bro. I think there might be reflective dirt.
Well, that's a good point you break up.
Isn't it mad that the luminosity of the moon from the Earth, because it reflects the sunshine, but when you're there, it's just dead dark? No, I mean, come on. I know you're not meant to be directly in it, but it's all garbage.
Yeah, the brightness when they're on the moon. Here on Earth's surface, the moonlight is like 3 lumens. And if you do the inverse square law of light,
inverse light, yeah. It should
it would be over 1 million lumens, and it would be brighter than the brightest man-made light on Earth, which is in Las Vegas, that one of them hotels, that pyramid.
Right.
Anyway, it would be blinding. In other words,
100%, bro. Of course it would. Of course it would.
Is it like when I go on the beach at nighttime?
Yeah.
and the sand glows in the dark? Is that how that works?
Yeah, it must be, bro. It must be like just exactly like that.
Back up. You crush it down. It's just like crushing a pop can. That's exactly how they're designed to work, these honeycomb cartridges.
Then we look at the Apollo 17 limb. Now let's take the measurements of the rungs on this one and see. Okay, so there's your first 9, there's your second 9, and there's your third. Again, there you go, 27, 28 inches.
Yeah.
And there's still no foil that has been crushed.
No, it's not wrinkled at all.
And this is for all of them.
Because it was placed there by a crane.
There hasn't been one single leg that has compressed so far. Nothing.
People need to understand that when you look at the documents and it all looks fine and dandy, you read them through and this is how it's supposed to work and everything else. Like you're looking at the theory of operation on the thing. But when you could see it in a photograph that it didn't work, there is no compression. If you look at the theory of operation of a rocket engine and you see how much actual thrust is there and there's no crater.
Well, let's put it this way. We can see the flag being almost blown over in the Apollo 14-15 takeoff from the supposed lunar surface. You could see all the debris go flying out all over the place.
I know. What's all that about? What's all that about?
Well, that same example can be used when these guys are landing, because they actually have a 10,000-pound thrust rocket engine when they're landing. When they take off, it's only, what, 3,000 pounds?
Look at all that thrust, apparently. There's all that, but yet there's none for it when it lands. Nutsky.
Hey, BJ.
3,500.
Yeah.
Hey, I sent you an email of 2 photos, okay?
Okay.
And it's a fake X rocket, and it's in the air, and this guy took 2 pictures of it, and you'll see the thrusters in one, and then the second frame you'll see no thrusters. Those are the 2 pictures you'll see.
Okay.
But it was just extra. Oh, there you are.
Hold on. Here we go. Load up. Hold on a minute. There we go. That's better.
Okay.
Right.
Now that one, I would do the other one first, just to give you an idea of what's missing.
Okay.
Or the second one. I'm sorry. Yeah, that one. See the black thrusters, the circles.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the circles. This guy's pointing out an anomaly in the thrust, which is really weird. But then
like when it kind of crosses over, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's strange.
That's not natural.
No.
And then you look at all the little cups, the little light cups.
Yeah.
I don't even
Oh,
know yep. And then when you look at the first picture, they gone.
First picture.
They're not there.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow.
And this was a
Weird.
this was Elon Musk was putting this out. Someone took the time and just kind of frame by frame and
great.
Crazy, huh?
Big difference. Big difference. Can I just I can just flick over. Yeah, of course. Hold on, let me make it. Will it be the same size? Oh yeah, it goes back to being small. But yeah, no, excellent, bro. Excellent. See what
just
I
a
mean?
little extra. I just found that today. I was like, oh my gosh, you'll like this. So
yeah, too right, man. That's excellent. I like it. Where are we? Yeah, here we are. But yeah, nice one for that. But yeah, I could see that. See, it just shows you all the deception, man.
Yeah.
All the deception. In plain sight, man. In plain sight. And they tell you about it, but it's done in a roundabout way. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so 3,500 pounds. That's a big difference. And we see what a 3,500 pound engine is doing to the flag, to all the debris. It's flying out all over the place. It's flying up on the windows.
Mhm.
Well, what do you think a 10,000 pound engine is going to do when it's landing?
Right. You see all that happen there. So why didn't that happen on the land? Especially when it's trying to stop itself from crash landing, basically.
Yeah.
A lot of thrust.
Put a crater in
Not
the
that
ground.
it happened, but look, yes.
Exactly.
That's a good, they've done it with AI, but look at that. That's kind of what we're talking about.
And I don't care if there's rock there.
Right. This is going to happen. Right. Absolutely.
With soil over top of it, it would blow the soil away and it would leave a circular pattern. And we don't see that in any of these images.
Exactly.
And then people will say, oh, yes, but it's in a vacuum. That's why. Well, take a look at all the debris flying around.
If that's the case, then the thrust itself shouldn't even work in the vacuum. So you can't use that one. If the thrust actually keeps the thing moving and slows it down, then you can't use that one and say it's because it's in a vacuum that it doesn't make a bit. Well, you're saying that the thrust doesn't do anything in a vacuum then.
Thrust don't do anything. That's the whole thing.
No, of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. But
even in our own atmosphere, anything more than 12 miles high, thrust don't work.
Yeah, of course it doesn't. Of course it doesn't work. But I'm saying in their narrative, they need it to work. That's my point. And they're saying it's just nuts what they're trying to say. Of course it doesn't work. Of course thrust works. But they're saying that it's because it's in a vacuum that there's nothing underneath the lem. So in that case, they're saying that thrust doesn't work in a vacuum. So how the hell did it slow itself down in the first place? So yeah, we know that thrust doesn't work in a vacuum, not that there's any such thing as a vacuum. Any vacuum is man-made.
First law of natural law, right? Of thermodynamics is the...
Right. Yeah. We don't see it in nature whatsoever. But yeah, Chris is absolutely right. Thrust would not work in a vacuum if a vacuum was real. It doesn't work in man-made vacuums. Why would it work if their model was actually true?
Over the place, and that's supposed to be in a vacuum. So that doesn't hold water either.
Yeah, even when you
throttle. It shouldn't hold water in a vacuum, that's for sure. Hey, Derek. Oh, where's Baza gone?
Yeah, where did Baza? Was it something I said, Baza?
No, his phone always kicks him out.
Okay.
Hey, Derek.
Hey, Derek.
Guys.
Good to see you, bro.
I would have been on sooner, but I was finishing my lunch.
That's all right. We still got about another 7 minutes of the video, 9 minutes of the video.
Sure.
Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Likewise.
It's been interesting.
Down the descent stage engines, they can throttle it down to 20%. So to hover, you need 2,600 pounds of thrust, depending on what the actual weight and how much fuel you have left to hover. And you can idle it down to like 20% of that. So you can descend. To hover, you're going to be a little higher than that, depending on how much the actual weight of the vehicle is and how much fuel the descent stage has got left on it. So it's going to be 2,600 foot-pounds of thrust as you are coming down to the surface. And these guys that say, "Oh, well, we just."
Well, all you can do is pray for her, babe. If that's what's happening, all you can do is pray for her. You're not there where she's at. So all you can do is pray for the situation right now, babe, or talk to her on the phone if she's still okay. If she's still okay to talk to you on the phone while they're there. So, yeah, all you can do is pray right now, babe.
Off and dropped.
If they turned it off and dropped, then we would see the foil on the outside of the struts all wrinkled up.
The legs would have more G.
This foil's a little less gold and a bit more copper. They like to change it up a little bit, you know.
Forces other than what is stated.
Babe, just pray for the situation. She might not get sectioned. I don't even know the situation. So yeah, just pray for her. Actually, we'll do it now. I don't even know the situation, but you know, Lord God, I just bring Ricky's friend before you now.
Yes, Lord.
Jonda, her name is, Lord, and I pray for her situation.
Yes, Lord.
I don't know exactly what it is, Lord, but I know it's to do with mental health, Lord, and I just pray, Lord, that you come into her life, you know, because she's not with you. I know that, and I just pray that she can be saved through Christ.
Yes.
I pray that she come to believe in Christ as we do. Lord, I just pray, come into her life in a big way. Have the Holy Spirit to convict her and protect her in this night and whatever's happening, and whoever's involved, comfort them, Lord, and let doctors, whoever is going to be in charge of her or looking after her, let them make the right decisions, Lord,
Yes.
and guide them in their mind, guide them in their hearts, guide them with their hands, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray and ask for these things. Please be with that. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. I agree.
Amen.
Fantastic. Yeah, babe, just pray for her. That's all you can do at the minute. That's all you can do. Pray for the situation.
One leg is going to compress 100% all the way down.
If that's the case, then we should see the last rung of the ladder coming very close to touching the surface. So in other words, if we subtract the bottom of the bell housing from where the rungs of the ladder should be very close to touching the bottom of the ground, of the surface. And yet there's still 27 inches to 30 inches on every one of these photographs.
Yeah, and that would make the bell housing within a few inches of the ground every time.
And we don't see that.
No, and then you see Apollo 16,
Man,
the bell housing's almost on the ground.
So if the bell housing is almost on the ground, then how can you have 27 to 30 inches from the bottom rung down to the surface? That can't happen.
Because no compression, because it was placed there. Does this look like a pin? Pinning it down. This one here. Oh no, they've got that on every. What is this to stop it drifting? These pins. You see them? Weird. Oh, you can't see them. We're in front of them.
Looks like a tent stake.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Tent pegs. Yeah.
Can't have it floating off now.
Well, that's a design error
crazy
because
stuff,
when you
bro.
look at the initial diagrams of the limb, the bell housing is only 19 and a half inches off the ground when the legs are fully extended. That's in the original design.
Perhaps this is where the Artemis 2 crew got the whole concept from, or at least the engineers, because obviously the engineers in Apollo didn't give a shit either. There's no bags inside there for radiation protection that are filled with human waste. There's no water on the inside of it. There's no anything on the inside of those walls. And yet how the heck did they get there, supposedly? And this Artemis craft,
Well, they didn't. They did.
now is claiming to have this plastic shielding inside the walls along with water, along with human excrement. I mean,
Oh yeah,
come on.
insulating the walls. We have human excrement and pee now. You know, that's what they're going to recycle everything, Charles. They recycle everything up there.
Give me a break. That's not going to work.
As
As Jarrah said, you need 9 feet of water in a bubble encasing them all. Because like you said, you can't put Astrorad vests over your face. How's that going to work?
By the way, I looked at a little bit of the diagrams for Orion, which is the Artemis craft. Where's all the safety equipment for reentry? Apollo had reentry safety equipment. They had a life raft, they had a knife, they had a bunch of other stuff. They might even had some fishing gear in case you want to do some tuna fishing while they're out there. But they have all of the stuff when they come back in and land in the ocean to keep them alive.
I think it was AI.
They had life vests, they had all of that stuff.
I mean, this is real.
It looks
video.
so real, dude. Oh my God.
It looks so beautiful.
Yellowfin tuna, man. There's nothing that tastes delicious.
Absolutely.
I was thinking blue pin. I don't know. Blue everything.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
And maybe a little off topic real quick, but it's like, dude, YouTube really likes to mess with us. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's at least 4 of us watching, yes?
Yeah, yeah.
So why did it drop down to 2?
Oh, well,
now it's back
three
up to
now.
4.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was when I seen it a minute ago. It was on 8 or 9, but now
I
you
know.
just said that it's on blooming 4. It happens. It happens. I don't get it.
It doesn't
when I'm
even
on
make sense,
Rumble, when I'm on Rumble and it steadies off at whatever, it stays at that for a fair bit, and then if someone disappears, it goes down 1 or whatever. I know in Rumble when I see people when the numbers go down, I know people have actually left. When it comes to YouTube, I haven't got a clue. You know, I haven't got a clue. Madness.
It is.
When people tell me that the reason why we are not traveling to the moon today is because of the extreme safety concerns. Well, they better have this ship. If they decided they needed it before, why would they eliminate it? Like, if this vehicle is going to go down, you need to have an inflatable raft.
Oh, here it comes here. So let's take a look at what Google has to say
Good
about
job,
this. It
Dr.
says, yes, the Artemis II Orion spacecraft is equipped with emergency survival gear supply, including an onboard life raft and survival kits integrated into the astronaut suits for post-splashdown in the ocean.
Oh, that's
So
where they
the
are.
suits again have got all these utilities, all these pockets, all these zips, all these attachments, you know, and yet they're all perfectly, you know, airtight, pressure tight. It's completely sealed, completely sealed. It's ridiculous. They've got so many utilities and all that, and the size of them, and in that environment, as if they'd actually be able to move with that on anyway, as well as the suits probably blowing up if that environment was blooming real. It's ridiculous to say so, man. All those things, and they still try and say it's completely air resistant, airtight, pressure tight. You know, come on. You can't have zips and have that. Really can't.
No.
In addition to all the other stuff, you know, it's supplementary.
Did he mention the moon buggy?
Yeah, the moon buggy's been in there. Yeah. Baza was talking about it earlier. Yeah, the moon buggy. Yep.
One of them, they brought one of them back, right, and left the other 2 on there.
Oh, did they bring one back? Did they? Wow, I didn't even know that.
I think that's right.
Right. Well, I think on the first mission they didn't have one. On the first mission they didn't have one, did they? Second, the other 2, I think they did. There's only been 3 missions to the moon, except one didn't work. I think it was 3. It was no, hold on, it might not have been 3, but it was a space of 3 years, 69 to 72. And then they stopped going back. Isn't it nuts, though?
They said that one of them was put back under that thing.
Right. But can you imagine that, right? You the biggest thing ever to happen to mankind, you know, when it comes to like leaving this planet and going elsewhere. They went to the moon and landed on the moon, and then did that a couple of times till 1972. 3 years later, then just say, we've done that. Let's go Mars now. You know? They left a flag, a couple of rovers there, a reflector, and a footprint or 2 in some tracks. And that's, we've conquered the moon. Load of crap. Wow.
There are 3 crewed moon buggies, lunar roving vehicles. Okay. On the moon.
So there's 3.
Apollo 15, 16, and 17.
So the first one, the Apollo 11, didn't have a moon buggy, did it? first one? No, I don't think.
I guess not.
No, I always thought it did. You know, I mean, that was one of my mistakes, and I
Me
got
too.
corrected on it. I got corrected on it a few months ago. I was like, "Oh, right, really?"
Oh, they're already. Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Go ahead. No, I was just agreeing with you.
All right, cool.
Thing. They're integrated in the suit.
Yes.
If the Astro Rad stuff turns into a life jacket,
perhaps
you really want to get out of the water. There are sharks out there, buddy. And especially when they're landing in Hawaii, there's lots of nice great whites out that way.
So that's the same thing. They have a life raft, and it's the survival kits that are integrated into the astronaut suits. So they only have one big life raft here. That's it. Why can't they do what Jeff Bezos does and just land this on the surface of the Earth? Why does it always have to land in the ocean?
Yeah.
Well, Russia always did, right? Their returns.
Yeah, they had no problem landing on the surface. They didn't land in the oceans, and their parachutes carried them right down to the Earth, no problem.
I think we know why they land in the oceans. I mean, some of the things don't even go anywhere and they land in the ocean. You know, they go up, round, and down.
Exactly, the parabolic trajectory.
Yes, absolutely. The big old arc. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Out the chopsticks and grab the thing.
Yeah.
On the parachute, when they throw on
And
the
it does.
parachutes coming down, just have a big plane with a net come and pick it up. Just like they did, you know, the film.
Yeah, it's amazing,
You can
eh?
do it that way. Just grab it out of the air. Big fly swatter.
That's the
I want you to tell me,
Yeah,
is
right.
this perspective or is this not? Because I found something very interesting when I was putting together the first 10 minutes of the video. I'm going to show you something here. And I'm just looking at this picture and I'm going, something isn't right. So what I did was I tried taking those three images and trying to get them together to produce the same effect, the same image this guy here had put up. Look where this equipment is here in relation to the LEM.
Oh, I know.
How can the astronaut be on the other side now, all of a sudden? And yet the rover and the mountains are in the same place. How can you get an image like this that is completely different, and the astronaut and the equipment are now completely on the opposite side
And
of the
again,
lens?
like it was said earlier, this perspective compared to that, the top one, it's just beyond it. It should be more like the top one. They were saying if it was 7,000 was it 4,000 or 7,000 foot high, it meant to be. But this here, it makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever.
2,000 meters or something.
Yeah,
They only-
yeah.
Yeah, they only had so much concrete powder that they could put into that studio. So
Yeah, I think some of it was done in a landfill as well. Some studio. Yeah, I was going to say on location, but not in this case.
yeah, yeah. There was a testimony of a guy who his father was watching he worked on this Air Force base in New Mexico as they were filling this gigantic place up with this, and that was one of the things he had testified to, that big concrete, powder and stuff like that to give it that gray.
Yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt, there's got to be some kind of concrete mix in there somewhere. Without a doubt, cement mix.
Yeah. And yet the hills are the same.
Somebody could look at that and say it's a different piece of equipment.
Oh, no, it's not. There's the legs. There's the legs.
Oh, I know.
there.
I know. One's lit up a little differently. That's all. They look like wider leg or whatever. It is the same piece of equipment, but there is a shot where the bottom image, where he's got his hand down right on it, is exactly the same as the other image at the top. It's that same image.
This top image here on the top right. What's that meant to be in this? Well, the sky. I don't know if that's meant to be some kind of equipment that's popping in from the side, or if that's meant to be a star. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I see it. I see that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's meant to be part of something. Because if you look at the bottom image, it's got that thing on top of the rover. It's got them little dots. It could have been something like that, but it's not the rover because the rover's there. So this is something else. I don't know what, but
yeah.
That's
interesting.
Just brought down.
Yeah.
One he's walking to it, the other one he's got his hand on it. But that top image, you could see the same image with his hand right on it, exactly the same. And yes, the different camera angle that you're looking at still can't put that equipment on the right hand side of the limb.
Nope. Doesn't matter how you do it.
Absolutely not. Now, if you
Makes no
compare
sense.
the rover from the top image to the bottom, how the hell did that mountain get that much bigger? I don't care what the distance you are away from the rover. Those are approximately the same distance away where the photograph's being taken. And yet the mountain is 4 or 5 times different in size.
Right.
Yeah. It's way out of perspective.
Ridiculous.
Absolutely.
Ridiculous. Well, that's it. That's it.
Wow.
All right. Before we head over Rumble, then I'll Flats put out a video. It's only 6 minutes long, about an hour ago. I might as well go through it quickly. It's Dustin Smith showing dishonesty. Let's see what he's going to say. But yeah, that was not a bad video from them guys. I know they're heliocentric, but they're good at debunking the moon stuff, you know.
Yeah, I like how they put in perspective. They had the diagrams of the actual, you know, Apollo, the whatever it is, that shuttle.
Absolutely.
I can't think of it. I never had seen the, you know, the leg lengths and all that.
Yeah, I mean, I've never heard about the compression thing. I never even thought about the compression thing before, you know, because I'm not used to thinking it's fraud anyway. So I'm not going to think of it actually landing because I know it didn't, you know. Thing. But yeah, no, I get where they're coming from. That absolutely.
Yes, this is a new perspective, new stuff.
Cool. Right, no, that was all right. I might do some of that stuff again. You know, it's quite interesting. It's good to see that even heliocentric people see the fraud. You know.
Yeah, that's
and it reminds me, like Marcus Allen. Like I'm still not sure if he passed yet, but he was on Apollo Detectives, or he was a part of their crew. Okay. And Flats and him had actually done a debate together against like some other Globers regarding the moon or whatever. And the main point that the Globers or the proponents that we actually landed on the moon went after was Marcus Allen's history with and his expertise with photography.
Right.
Like they went after his character. Right. That was their main point right out of the gate. Mm-hmm. It wasn't addressing anything about what they've ever said before, you know, regarding the moon landing.
Yeah.
It was outrageous.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, these guys do think flat earthers are silly for thinking the earth is flat. But when it comes to like the moon landings, you know, and things that NASA have done, we agree with them. We agree with a lot of what they say, and they agree with us. But then we're silly when we think the earth is flat.
You know, see, that's the thing. It's like other Globers who, you know, like Apollo Detectives, they have as much trouble finding other Globers who will debate them on the legitimacy of the moon landing as much as we have trouble finding Globers who will actually be able to prove how we're not on a flat Earth.
Right.
Because they never prove anything.
No, they never do. And that's what they say about us when, you know, the proof always seems to be on our side. And they just don't, well, they see it. They see it. Of course they see it. They just don't admit it.
And so, like with flat Earth, they're so used to, I'm sorry.
I just thought everybody.
Well, it's like with flat Earth, it's like it's already kind of been cemented in society's mind so much that you can just make fun of it, and that'll be that. But as far as the moon landings go, like they can't take that on, not really.
No.
So yeah, they always go the under the belt way, underhanded. You know, go after Marcus Allen's character or something, character assassination. That's all they ever do.
I really don't understand how anybody, even being heliocentric, even totally believing the Earth is a globe and all that, fine, you do that, okay. I mean, I don't understand why that either, but even being heliocentric and believing it, I still don't understand how anybody could say the moon landings are real. Really can't.
I know.
Really can't. I mean, my dad would never believe if he was still alive the Earth was flat. Never. But he knows fine well that JFK and the whole narrative they gave was wrong. You know, the moon landings, he doesn't think they landed on the moon. You know, even though he'd like to think they were, they did, but he knows there's something. He knew there was something sus about it. You know, so like it's good to see that heliocentric people could see how bullcrap it is, but to believe, it's fine if you believe in heliocentrism, all good, but you know, to believe that the moon landings are real, come on, beyond a joke.
And like with my dad, who was a master electrician, and then my older brother, who was a journeyman electrician, I don't even need to go over the top with anything. I could just be like, look at the electrical work they did on like the ISS. Just look at it.
Right.
And then they look at it, they're like, what in the monkey is that?
Yeah. What in the monkey is that?
Like something's wrong here.
Just show them cables, Larry. That way it looks
like,
professional.
You know, like I'll just let the set do the talking for itself. I don't even need to lay it on thick at all.
First, hold on. First snoozing feline says, whoever first snoozing feline is. Fun fact: all those fools BS have been more adequately debunked by both competent adults and actual experts. What are you talking about?
I would love to hear that snoozing feline. Please do show us.
Are you talking about
where were they debunked?
Yeah, are you talking about the Apollo detectives?
Yeah, and that's what I think. Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I dare say if they're talking about heliocentrism, they could be debunked. When it comes to the moon landings, I think they talk sense. If that's who you're saying, they're fools. I don't know if you're talking about them or other people, but I would say you're talking about them.
You know,
I mean,
in the words of a
I
globe,
certainly don't agree with them with heliocentrism, that's for sure. But with the moon,
but in the words of a glober, you know, cite your sources, please.
Right,
Mr. Snoozing Feline or Mrs. whatever.
I think
you just go to Chan, then you know. Right, let's see what Flat's saying with Dustin.
Okay,
sure.
Paul did not believe in the doctrine of the Trinity.
Hold on.
The Apostle Paul did not believe in the doctrine of the Trinity.
Oh, hell yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. This is Flat's. Yeah.
Because the doctrine of the Trinity wasn't invented until the middle of the 4th century.
Let's quickly debunk that, guys. This is what you would call the Didache. This was created around 50 to 70 AD, and this belief system, it is also spoken about in Apostolic Canon of 50, and it's specifically talking about how they believed that you would be disposed if you did not keep with the baptism of the Trinity. So they strongly believed that you would have to baptize someone in the name of the Father, and in the name of the Son, and in the name of the Holy Ghost. So that's 50 to 70 AD, way before the 4th century. We can get more. How about Justin Martyr, 110 to 165, way before the 4th century. This is from his first apology. Hence we are called atheists, and we confess that we are atheists, so far as gods of this sort are concerned, but not with respect to the most true God.
It's just a sock. Yeah, listen, I don't want people your sock type here. I mean, your account's literally 10 days old, if that. Actually, sorry, 2 weeks old. A little bit more. So, yeah, I don't think you're someone that needs to be here. Goodbye. Just got to be a troll of some sort.
First snoozing?
Yeah, just a troll. Their account's literally 2 weeks old. So it's just somebody that's been banned from here and come in as somebody else.
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha.
The Father of righteousness and temperance and the other virtues, who is free from all impurity, but both him and the Son, who came forth from him and taught us these things, and the host of other good angels who follow and are made like it to him, and the prophetic spirit, we worship and adore, knowing them in the reason and truth, and declaring without grudging to everyone who wishes to learn, as we have been taught. We carry on with Dustin Martyr, his dialogue with Trypho. There's actually quite a good discussion if anybody has the time to go read through, but I'm just going to go down to here.
No sources at all. They just came in to say that, and that's it. You know, that's it.
It is not on this ground solely, I said, that it must be admitted absolutely that some other one is called Lord by the Holy Spirit besides him who is considered maker of all things, not solely for what is said by Moses, but also for what is said by David.
See,
for there is written by him.
Paul certainly knew what the Trinity was, without a doubt. Yes, Jesus was there in the beginning, the Trinity was there in the beginning, but it wasn't really revealed until the New Testament, till after Jesus came around. So Paul certainly did believe in the Trinity. Galaxy
Yeah. He might have not called it.
Interested in truth, I wouldn't need to tell you where to look. Just go away. Go.
Yeah, it's like a triune, like he didn't like state Trinity as a name yet, but he certainly understood a triune God,
Oh, absolutely.
100%.
100%. See what I mean? All of a sudden, when you start talking about, like I usually talk about, I'm usually scriptural stuff on my channel, but every now and again I'll talk about flat Earth, or every now and again I'll talk about NASA crap or moon debunkings, all that kind of stuff. As soon as you do that, you see how the trolls just start coming in.
The trolls just start coming in.
As soon as and that one was made on the 10th of January too. So it was made on the same day. So it's the same person with a different song. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Any of them
to
come in, just
activate.
ban them, guys. Any of them come in, just ban them.
If you were actually interested in truth. If you're actually interested in the truth. I'm interested in the truth and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
Sorry, help me
God.
I'm interested in the truth.
You guys can't handle it.
I'm a galaxy. I'm a galaxy dweller. I dwell in the galaxy.
If you're a galaxy dweller, what are you doing underneath the bridge?
Enjoy space, buddy. Enjoy space.
Absolutely love it.
Him,
Bless
the
him
Lord
anyway.
says to my Lord, sit on my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool, as I have already quoted and again. In other words, thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of equity is the scepter of thy kingdom. Thou hast loved righteousness and hated iniquity. Therefore, God, even thy God, hath appointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows. If therefore you assert that the Holy Spirit calls some other one God and Lord, besides the Father of all things and his Christ, answer me, for I undertake to prove to you from Scriptures themselves that he whom the Scripture calls Lord is not one of the two angels that went to Sodom, but he who was with them and is called God that appeared to Abraham. Okay, we can go to Against Heresies, and we'll look at book 1. And
no doubt, babes. Look at her all messed up because she didn't get to ban a troll. I've missed the troll.
Oh man,
those trolls.
Man, those trolls, man, they were lucky this time.
Between now and Rumble, like if any come in, they're yours.
That's right. I won't touch them.
I noticed my subs have gone up by 15. So just in tonight's stream. So that's I know it's trolls. That's not organic, bro. That's trolls. When I go over to Rumble, right? Honestly, it's on 738 now. When I go over to Rumble, and by tomorrow, or even by in a few hours, that will be back down to 721. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. That's trolls. That's trolls.
It's like they're looking for little key words in your content, and then they boom, they're activated.
And I know it's trolls as well because they have to sub to be able to say anything. So they've obviously subbed. I mean, there might be a couple there that's organic, but I very much doubt it. I think that's all trolls. I'm on 738 now, but before I started the stream, I was on 721 or 722. So that's what 15 or 16. 15 or 16. So yeah, they're trolls, bro. Gandhi.
Well, and I want to say it's like their efforts aren't entirely in vain because they do make me laugh a bit. A little bit of exchange. It's funny to me because it's so pathetic.
I thought Truth. I thought Galaxy Dweller was funny.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Don't you mean toaster strudel dweller?
He's got no truth. He's got no truth in him, but you know,
no truth. But I do appreciate a good laugh every once in a while. Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
But then, yeah,
God
show him
has
the door.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Included every man in unbelief, that he may have mercy upon all, and gratefully describe on the account
They were both made on the same day, 10th of January, so they're both the same person.
of the word of God became flesh and suffered, and relate why the advent of the Son of God took place in these last times, that is, in the end, rather than in the beginning of the world, and unfold that is contained in scriptures concerning the end itself and things to come. Now, this was Irenaeus, okay? This was way before the 4th century. But just for good sake, let's go to Tertullian as well.
Oh.
Okay. Look at this. It's about the Godhead. In the course of time, then the Father forsooth was born, and the Father suffered. God himself, the Lord Almighty, whom in their preaching they declare to be Jesus Christ. We, however, we indeed always have done, and merely especially since we have been better instructed by the Paraclete, who leads men indeed into all truth, believe that there is only one God. Remember, we believe one God with 3 persons. But under the following dispensation,
There you go.
or as it is called, that is.
He did, didn't he? Vicky says, I know he makes 25 accounts in 5 minutes. He told me before I'm going to ban him. Yeah, well, he must have some bots doing it, you know, doing like multiple accounts at a time. Like I said, on the Rumble side, you know, that certain person with initials RT and same first name as one of our friends, you know. Well, he must have like a bot farm of some sort, a small bot farm, because he went back 8 months in all my videos on Rumble, and from being 100 to 200 views, he got them right up to 1,400 views, 1,200 views, just to put 600 to 900 dislikes on it.
And I think it may be a little easier to make accounts on Rumble than it is YouTube.
Yeah,
but yeah, like even manually on YouTube, it only takes a couple of minutes, like tops, even if you're just typing it in. It doesn't take long.
Absolutely, absolutely, bro. Yes, but that's very, very close. But that's more shooting towards him. Absolutely, there's one letter out, but that's more fitting. That's more fitting.
Only God has also a Son, his Word, who proceed from himself, by whom all things were made, and without whom nothing was made. Him we believe to have been sent by the Father into the Virgin, and to have been born of her, being both man and God.
Yep. Amen.
The Son of Man and the Son of God.
Right.
And to have been called by the name of Jesus Christ. We believe him to have suffered, died, and been buried according to the scriptures, and after he had been raised again from the Father, taken back to heaven. He is sitting at the right hand of the Father, and that he come to judge the quick and the dead, who is sent from heaven from the Father according to his own promise, the Holy Ghost, the Paraclete, the sanctifier of the faith of those who believe in the Father and in the Son and in the Holy Ghost. Well, you see, guys, it's very easy to debunk the Unitarian nonsense that claim the Trinity is only man-made and the Council of Nicaea and blah, blah, blah. It's very easy to debunk this. Scriptures alone show that Jesus is God. Paul himself wrote about Jesus being God. Matthew wrote about Jesus being God. They all wrote about the triune God. Now, if you have any comments about this, please don't feel afraid to leave the comments below. I'll be happy to respond if I can. And also, if you like this, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless. See you next time.
Nice one, Flex.
Yeah.
Nice
Amen.
one.
Mm-hmm.
Into that.
Amen.
Good comment.
Yep. That's good.
No, yeah, and it's like go ahead, Charles. I can hold my thought.
Well, I was going to go back to the moon thing. I think some people like during that time, like people my dad's age and stuff, it was kind of very patriotic, and
Yeah.
they kind of
Oh,
have
yeah.
that nostalgia that, man, we did it. How could they,
Yeah.
they kind of like to hang on to that, because
Yeah. Oh, and if you dare doubt the moon landing, then you're not a patriot of America.
yeah,
You must be one of them commies.
yeah, people just don't
Yeah.
know how to handle that. I think there's a little bit of that,
Absolutely.
but I think people are that question the moon landing I've been hearing a lot of that, and so the next step is to question what we've been told about heliocentrism. So, and I think that happens a lot for people.
Yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Right, so we're finished this side, guys. We're going to do Fight Night and Muhammad Ali versus Leon Spinks 1 and 2, and then we've got the movie Ted. If you just want to come and join us over on the Rumble site, it's up to you. It's up to you guys. But yeah, that was all right actually. I liked that little topic. I might do some of their stuff again. Apollo Detectives. I've watched some of their stuff, but I don't usually do streams on it. So yeah, it's good to be able to agree with someone that's heliocentric in some place. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I did like their different take. Like I hadn't heard about the dimensions and sizes and the diagram.
Me either.
The shocks. The shocks. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
PJ. I dare say you could do a couple of videos on them a week or so, because they've got a lot of material.
Oh, definitely.
They did their homework. Oh, yes, they did.
Oh, yeah. I will definitely start doing some more of their stuff. I need to get another Bible stream out. I ain't done a Psalms in over a week, so a Bible stream in over a week, and I think they're on Psalms 80 something. So I need to get another one of them out at some point, maybe tomorrow.
Oh wow!
Yeah, get a Bible stream out tomorrow. It'll be through the day for me.
Who's this guy? What?
Right.
Yeah, religion is the biggest scam on the planet, and the Bible is by far that. Come on.
Where's that at?
It's on the comments. YouTube side.
On your
Bob
comment.
Nodell. No. The one before me.
What, in my chat? Or maybe it's because I ain't got it on live. So let me just check.
It's on the YouTube side.
He's
I can't see it.
Bob Nodell gyroscope. So he's coming in as Bob Nodell saying that.
In my chat. In my chat on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
I can't see it.
I don't see anything.
What's he come in as Bob Nodell? I must have blocked him in. If I can't see it, I must have blocked. Somebody ban him. If he's got, hold on, Bob Nodell. Hold on.
Like you should still be able to see him if he's typing in your chat, PJ.
No. Listen, like I've got Sandro blocked. I don't see Sandro came into mine. I don't see him. Yeah, I've got Sandro blocked. No, if I block them, I can't even see him in my chat. I could see them if it's. Oh, let me just see it through the comments because usually I get to see them through StreamYard. Yeah, I see it through the StreamYard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right, but I do not see it in the YouTube. So,
okay.
Right, can someone? Yeah, that's the one I said was disrespectful. Having that name, I don't want him here. You can't see it either. So how come I can see it in here? Let me see.
Right. That was weird.
User and delete their comment. So I can do that from in here. But is that in Rumble? Is it in this side or is it on my Pojo Crook channel?
It has the
Is it BJ Crooker? No. But why can't I see it in here then? Because I don't think I've got him banned. I don't think I've got him blocked.
Yeah,
anyway,
that is weird. Yeah, it's a YouTube as a YouTube insignia, just like Beyond the Building does. It's got that little. Oh, it's gone. Okay.
Yeah, I did it from in here. I don't know if that just does it from StreamYard, does it in StreamYard or in here. But why can't I see it? Why can't I see it in there? That's weird. Really weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna play out with a Harry Mac. I'm gonna blue.
I will take care. God bless, guys.
All right.
Oh,
I'm gonna myself.
You're always welcome, bro.
Right on.
Always welcome.
Much love, bros.
See you.
Oh, and sis.
Absolutely.
Brothers
I
and
couldn't see it either, babe, but I could see it in the Rumble side and in the StreamYard side. That's strange because I didn't
It
block him.
was.
I didn't block him. I see him in Flats's, but I didn't see him in here. But I seen it in this side. That's why I said it's in your comments, Charles. I'm like, well, I really
No, yeah, it's in the StreamYard side.
Yeah, I
Where,
seen
you know,
it
the
there,
little
but I couldn't
column?
see it in my backup channel. It's not even in Rumble. It's not in Rumble. It's coming from YouTube. It said it in there, and it's not in my backup channel, PJ Cooker, and it's not in Service Obedient Surrender, this channel.
Huh.
Weird. Vicky couldn't see it either.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe YouTube didn't let it through, but you still see it on the StreamYard side. What is it they said again? It might have been sometimes YouTube doesn't let things through, so it might have been that.
Okay.
Flagging things that he was slagging certain people off.
You said
Being
religionist.
bigoted.
He was talking
Yes.
bad about religion.
Right, that's
the
why.
Bible's
That's
full of it, you know.
Yeah, that's why. That's why. So YouTube didn't let it through, but I don't want him here anyway. Anyway,
Yeah.
I see him in Flats's all the time.
Yeah. Boy,
Yeah,
they get,
babe, it's
they
not,
get triggered.
I think it's because YouTube blocked it. I don't think anybody's seen it except in StreamYard. I think YouTube blocked it. Right, okay. Harry Mack, and then we'll head over Rumble. We've got two ERBs and a bonus track to play, and then we've got 2 boxing bouts and then a movie tag.
Whew.
Let's do that. It's Friday night, it's movie night, isn't it? But sorry, it's Tuesday night.
No,
it's boxing
Tuesday.
night, fight night.
It's fight night. Oh, tonight's the fight night.
night.
Okay.
Fight night. Tuesday's
Yes.
always fight night.
This
I
is
always
usually.
I always do a topic on Tuesday and then go over and do fight night. So
I'm
I
at
always do it.
school, so I don't.
The topic is still the main thing on a Tuesday. Topic is
Okay.
still on a Friday. The main thing is like movie and all that, but I still do a topic. But on a Tuesday, the topic comes first, and then
Okay.
we go over there sort of thing. But we've done the topic, so well.
I'm usually at work, so that's why I don't.
Yeah, I know. Right, Harry
Cool,
Mack.
cool.
Hopefully he's not swearing on this one. Harry Mack's
Yeah,
good.
hopefully-
I don't like it when he swears.
Story doesn't stream on Tuesdays. That's why he wasn't on
Yeah.
today.
Yeah. Oh, it's actually called Hallelujah, this one. I wonder why.
You want to hear a freestyle?
Sure.
Okay, sick. But I need your help. Could you guys give me like some creative, challenging words?
Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Can't hear you, babe. Babe, can't hear you.
She's on mute now.
You're on mute now. Can't hear you. You have to go and come back because I can't hear you. Anyway.
Words or topics to use in my freestyle?
Encyclopedia.
Nice.
Oh.
Encyclopedia. What about you?
Hey, David Koresh, good to see you, bro. I haven't seen you in a little while. Babe, I can't hear you if you try to talk. You're on mute anyway. But
Hello, David.
I don't know why you've come in. Well, let me just phone her. Right, I can't hear you in StreamYard if you try to talk. You're still there. All right, wait, it's still there anyway. But let me get to the Rumble side anyway. Right, love you.
Well, can you ask one of them to get the link and put it for that channel? Go on.
For what do you mean? But hold on. Link for what channel?
The one that commented.
Why? You can't. They can't see it either. It's only in StreamYard, babe. I told you this. Like, you can't see it in the YouTube side. It can only be seen in StreamYard, and I've banned it from the StreamYard side. Because YouTube didn't let it through. It's not us that didn't let it through. YouTube didn't let it through. So if YouTube didn't let it through, we didn't get to see it. But StreamYard still does. What?
What did they say?
About religion. Nothing ever good came out of religion. Whatever. It's why YouTube didn't let it through. Babe, I know who it is anyway. They come to Flats's. I've told you this.
I know, but why would you watch a stream about?
Well, we're not religious anyway.
No, but
Babe, I want to get this played. Hurry up.
I love you.
Right, love you too. Bye. I already told her how I think. Right.
You got a couple?
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Let me get one
Hallelujah.
Just give me 1 second. I need to look it up. I genuinely just need.
I mean, hallelujah is a good word. I mean, has she actually got a cross underneath her eye? That's not a good look. Not a good look.
To look it up, and I might say it wrong, but
all right, go ahead.
You're wrong.
I like this backdrop you got though.
Thank you.
What is all this stuff on the wall?
I got my drawings up there. I got posters.
You do your own drawings? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. How long you been doing that?
The word, as long as I can remember.
That's awesome.
Okay, I can't say it right. Oh my god, acetaminophen. Oh my god.
PJ,
It's
this is the
Tylenol's
age
name.
group I teach. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Got you. Baza just said, hey guys, sorry, something came up. No problem, Baza, but you said it in the PJ Crooker side. I think you didn't say it in the normal side. But if you can hear me, Baza, you said it in the PJ Crooker side. You said it on the backup bit. Okay, bro. Okay, I'll see you over in Rumble if you join us there, bro. But yeah, so this is the kind of age group you teach, you're saying?
That's right. Yeah. It's just this is yep.
Got to be difficult though, bro. It's got to be.
Yeah.
Especially this age group.
Yeah. Preteen.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Inquisitive, curious, hormonal, all these kind of things.
Tylenol's actual
Oh,
name.
acetaminophen?
Yes, please.
I don't even know if I say it right, but that's how I say it. Acetaminophen, Tylenol. All right, so we're going with encyclopedia, hallelujah, and acetaminophen, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
All right, let me drop a beat real quick. Let me see what we got. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Y'all can hear the music, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. For the dome, I'm feeding ya. The gang said, H-Mac, we needed ya. Back in the day, man, they didn't believe in bruh. I said my brain be like encyclopedia. I got so much knowledge, so much info. I could do it complex, I could do it simple. Every time I rhyme, I prove my rappers, I don't take no pity. I be saying hi to my haters like Hello Kitty. Seen it on your wall. Every time I rhyme, I prove that I'm evolved. Burn every microphone into embers. You've been doing drawings for as long as you can remember. I grab the mic and show that Mac never kicks the same song. I be yelling, blame John. Read it off your t-shirt, put it in the flow. Every time that I rhyme, I'm a certified pro. Yeah, I'm getting loose on this mic. Hey, I get the audience hype. Hey, just like the pattern you got on your t-shirt. Mac out here earning them stripes. Yeah, y'all know I'm doing my thing. Under every syllable, they wanna cling. I'ma hit you in the dome like bing. I'm about to make it hurt. Every time I rhyme, I'm going straight berserk. I do my thing, I'm never stopping. Hey, off the top, my flow is dropping. I got the bars, the people copping. Looking up in the night sky, going star shopping. Yeah, I'ma pull down a constellation. I be taking over with the proper domination. Every time I rhyme, I send my music through you deep like Buddha. Got them yelling hallelujah. Yeah, it's a holy experience. All through your system, you're hearing it. Blow your mind when I disperse the raw verse. They be yelling hallelujah when they in the rap church. H-Mac be the preacher. Y'all know I'ma reach ya. Other artists cheesy like deep dish pizza. Mac going in. Y'all know I'ma win. Every time I grab the microphone, I make your head spin. Okay, y'all know I spit what I think. Shouts to the girl with the hair dyed pink. I be calling anything I see. All through the screen, y'all know I get free. I be living out my dream, shine like hot beams. Every time I rhyme, I spit the flow clean. I'ma make it happen whenever the Mac can get started rapping. Y'all know I'm attacking, even from a distance. Too persistent, consistently, I get the snake face. Let the 808 bang the bass, I'm back. No one's live as him. Rappers think they on my level, they should try again. Laws of gravity, they do not apply to him. Every time I grip the mic, dog, I try to win. Yeah, every time I spit, you know I'm him.
Gravity doesn't apply to anyone, bro. It doesn't apply to anyone.
Feeling your pain, something like the Tylenol, acetaminophen. Yeah, y'all know we grabbing that vocab. Grip the MIC and make them go mad. If I hit the ground, I'm about to bounce back. She was like, I honestly don't know how to pronounce that. Let me look it up. I said, hold up, I can teach you. Wait a second, next to the word, is there a speaker? Can you click it? Then I can get live with y'all. She was like, Tylenol. I said, okay, I think I got that. Right up off the top, Mac, rocking the hot rap. I do me, y'all know I get free. Visual lyrics that you can see. I show no pity on rappers from city to city. I spit freeze to the gritty. It hits me, then instantly it leaves from out my mouth. I'ma show the planet what I'm about. Said I'm killing them, I'm still in the show like I was a villain. When I'm all up on the mic, I hear your pain like penicillin. I'm helping you focus. It's hopeless for rappers who be claiming they the dopest. Every time I rhyme, composing the magnum opus right off at the top of this till apocalypse comes. Rhythm off the tongue like I'm playing the drums. Every time I spit, I'ma fill y'all with joy. If you fucking with the music, someone make some noise. Let's go.
Go. It didn't look like it in your face. Oh, you like my background? It's a mixture of Fight Night and the Moon Gag. Lunar Lumberjacks. Polo Alley Cats. I don't know what one Gianch from Mankind is, but you know, I think it's meant to be one giant, cross between giant and punch. One giant punch for Mankind. I think it's meant to be Gianch. Something like that. Something like that. Right, Rumble side. There's the link there, guys. Let's go over. We'll do the 3 ERB, the 2 ERBs, and it's usually a bonus one. And then we'll get on with the bouts. Let's do that then. So bless you guys. I'll see you over there. There's the link.
Yep.
If you're joining us on the Rumble side, thanks for joining us here. And I'll see you tomorrow at some point. Bless you guys.
Yep, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna feed those animals.
Oh, bless
All
you, Charles.
I
Thanks
might
for
jump
coming.
on later, but thank
always
you guys.
welcome, bro. I'll be on the
Thanks,
Rumble
man.
side, but always welcome, bro.
Thank you so much. Take
Bless
care.
you, dude.
Bless
God bless. Ta-da. Here the sunset's free. It's free. Indeed. Ta-ta. See you in a little bit over on the Rumble side.